What is drama?
Hudson beats the buzzer.
It's not scripted.
Kevin Garnett up high and down hard.
You wouldn't believe it if someone hadn't told you that it was a true story.
Hudson. Troy Hudson is gone mad.
It happens. It happens. It happens. Therefore, I never leave a game now. That is drama.
Chapter 3 in this drama continues tonight at the capacity-filled Staples Center here in downtown Los Angeles. The series is tied. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the three-time defending NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers. It's the third game of our playoff tripleheader tonight on TNT. A developing story for the Lakers, and for that, let's go to Craig Sager.
Kobe Bryant is playing tonight with a strained right shoulder, an injury he suffered in the early part of Tuesday night's loss. He went in for one of his highlight dunks, but Rasho Nesterovic met the challenge. Kobe tried to dunk over him. Nesterovic picked up the foul. Kobe a strained right shoulder. He has not practiced since. Instead has received massage and stem treatment from a specialist with a renowned orthopedic clinic, Perlin and Job. Kobe told me moments ago he feels he does have some strength, but it's very sore, particularly if he tries to dunk or block a shot. Kevin?
All right, Craig, thank you very much. With Danny Ainge and Hall of Fame coach John Thompson, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Danny, let's start with you. Adjustments tonight for Los Angeles in the wake of a horrible Game 2 performance.
Well, first of all, they've taken Elmer, Glue, Mark Madsen out of the starting lineup and inserted Robert Horry. And the simple reason is because they're trapping Shaq, trapping Kobe out on the perimeter. Robert Horry, you have to defend him.
John, what do you see tonight for Minnesota? Can they continue with the intense play that they displayed on Tuesday night?
Well, they have to make shots, Kevin, so that they can set up their pressure and keep the tempo up high. That was the key to last game. They shot the ball extremely well.
And here's Kevin Garnett working on Robert Horry. And that's the way the Timberwolves began Tuesday night. The Lakers are out there with Rick Fox, Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher with the ball right now, Shaquille O'Neal, and Robert Horry. That is the five tonight for Los Angeles to start the game. It's Fox picked up by Serbiak. And on top to Fisher with the shot clock at 9. Inside to Shaq, quickly drawing the double as he was the other night. Rebound by Kobe with a fresh 24, and he ties the game at 2. The Minnesota 5, Rasho Nesterovic, Hudson, Peeler, Serbiak, and Kevin Garnett. Hudson for 3, and a rebound by Fox.
Well, see, that's the difference. They have to make these shots so that they can press, because if the Lakers are able to set their offense up deep, Shaq's going to get a lot of easy baskets.
Inside claimed by Anthony Peeler. And he'll race the other way. He was more defensive-minded than offensive-minded on Tuesday night, but that time, Danny, he steamrolls Fox and picks up the charge. Peeler's first.
I think Peeler's the key. I think he's got to try to get some baskets, and then they've got to do it in open court, because Peeler, they don't run any plays for him. Couldn't tell where Fox was if that was a legit charge, but good play by Peeler regardless of attacking the basket.
Well, and I think it's very important what he did in terms of trying to push the ball, because even if they don't successfully get a basket, they want to keep the Lakers running.
Oh, Kobe Bryant with a spectacular move inside.
Well, you can see the air of confidence the Lakers have right now. They realize what happened last time, and they definitely want to start this game a lot better than they started the last one.
And it doesn't seem like their pressure is doing anything. Maybe it's the Lakers' adjustment, having Rick Fox take the ball out of bounds against the pressure, or maybe it's just a lack of intensity. But whatever it is, their pressure is nowhere near the same magnitude.
Garnett is coming off a 35-point, 20-rebound performance on Tuesday. A Serbiak foul as Fox was taking it the other way. That's the second on the Wolves, and the first on Wally Serbiak.
And that's the thing you have to be really careful about. Early fouls, getting key players into a lot of difficult foul situations early in the game. But what the T-Wolves have to do, though, is not just full court pressure. They have to put pressure on the ball at half court to stop it from going into shot.
Our officials tonight, Ronnie Nunn, Billy Spooner, and Leroy Richardson.
You see right here, I can't even comprehend this. That's a one-on-one move for Shaq on the post. He got 0 of those in game 1 and game 2. Kobe Bryant gets a one-on-one in the post. They were trapping him at the hash mark. I don't understand why they're going to let those guys play one-on-one.
Nesterovic ties the game at 4.
Well, see, and what is extremely important that the T-Wolves did last time is they tried to defend the pass. Now they seem to be a little passive, and at least right now they put the pressure on the ball a little bit more.
That's Rick Fox, who gets his first basket tonight.
And right here, the same in Minnesota. After those made baskets, they got the ball to Hudson, and he went flying up the court. But Derek Fisher putting a little more pressure of his own on Troy Hudson, slowing him down.
Look at Garnett trying to cook something up inside. Fox gets the loose ball.
But I like the fact that Garnett was heading towards the basket. He wasn't successful, but he's going towards the rim as opposed to fading.
Bryant trying to scoop it up and picked up by Nesterovic, and here comes Hudson, who had a spectacular game 2, and he carves his way down the lane but can't make an open shot. Basically, he had room to shoot.
He had a wide open 15-foot shot. He's not a jump hook shooter, he's a jump shooter.
Well, and it's a little bit of the nerves. They look very similar to the way they looked in the first game. They've got to get loose and get to the point of being aggressive, particularly defensively.
Fisher for 3.
Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The T-Wolves are too passive, and they're not pressuring the ball soon enough.
Right, and you can see right there the double team. Troy Hudson came over to help, but he didn't come over and trap and smother Kobe. But Kobe was very patient as he got the ball on the elbow, not taking him down on the post. They know the double teams are coming. Here he catches it on the elbow, backdoor, very patient. You see Hudson right here. He's not trapping, he's just in help position. Not any pressure on the ball, way too much time. Shaq one-on-one.
Well, you're looking at him, Danny. He's got too much freedom, as you indicated. He was really in a position to get offensive rebound, too.
There we were planning our vacation online. That's when the pain started.
Digititis is a repetitive stress injury, just like carpal tunnel syndrome, except different.
Basically, it feels like a fleshy fireball on the end of my hand.
We're seeing an explosion of this with all the double clicking that's going on. If we catch this early, we can help.
Searching for a great airfare online doesn't have to be a pain. Just go to southwest.com for our $39 to $99 internet specials when you purchase by May 1st.
You're now free to move about the country.
Have you ever been? Cause if you ever been, thanks for making me a fighter. Makes me that much stronger. Long jump shot is good. Makes me the Shaq slam dunk. Thanks for making me. Oh yeah. Yo!
Deep 3 is in. Oh, rejected and fouled. What a game!
Log on to SI.com for the latest NBA news, scores, and more from Sports Illustrated.
The NBA playoffs on TNT, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. More than 2,700 nonstop daily flights to 59 destinations all across the country. Chrysler, cars to fall in love with. Verizon Wireless. Sign up for America's Choice Family Share Plan. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you. And MGD. Gold filter what you don't need. Keep what's good.
Well, the changes in game 2 were all good for Minnesota. First of all, Wally Szczerbiak at the 3 position. Peeler back to the 2 guard. Gave him more speed and quickness to create their up-tempo game. Troy Hudson, a monster game with 10 assists, 37 points. And then they went to the full-court defensive pressure. 94 feet, denying the point guards the ball, trying to force the forwards to bring it up as much as possible.
Well, and one of the things that they did, which was very smart, is they didn't let the guards receive the ball. They put their defenders in front of the guards so that the Lakers guards could not catch it. Then they put the guy who was guarding the inbounder behind to act as a center fielder to guard against all long passes. What did this do? This caused the forwards to have to come up and handle the basketball, which was exactly what Flip Saunders wanted to see happen.
After that timeout, neither team makes a substitution. Timberwolves have started the game 2-6. Here's Hudson coming off a 37-point performance the other night. He has his first 2 points. And the Lakers come the other way. They have started the game 4 of 8 from the floor.
And the defense we just described causes a guy like Fox to have to handle the ball or causes Horry to come up and handle it. That's what Flip wants, but Fox looks like he's a lot more adapted at doing it.
Nesterovic picks up his first foul.
Well, and I think that sometimes, Coach, the full court pressure threw them out of their rhythm. They weren't really expecting it, and so they never did adjust to it. Now Fox is getting in position quicker, and he's prepared to attack it. First time down, he comes down, hits a beautiful jump shot off of the attack, and the second time down, he hits Shaq back to the free throw line. I like how they're attacking the pressure of Minnesota.
And it's not the element of surprise is going out of this a lot now, Kevin. When they did this in Minnesota, the Lakers weren't expecting it. Now they are.
Shaq was 7 of 9 from the free throw line on Tuesday. 1 of 2 right there. Those are the first 2 free throws of our game here in Los Angeles. Hudson against Fisher.
And sometimes with 20,000 people screaming and supporting, the defense is a little better and the ball handlers are a little nervous.
Nesterovic, Danny, has hit 2 shots from the exact same place on that baseline, and here comes Los Angeles the other way. Fisher at the other end.
And again, they attacked it 3 times now. They've attacked the pressure, and 3 times they've scored.
And that's exactly what you have to do when somebody presses you. Make them pay for it by scoring. You'll chase them out of it real quick.
And Robert Horry is an excellent passer, taking the ball out of bounds, much better than Madsen.
Ball is knocked away inside, a Laker foul. That goes on Rick Fox for the first time.
We see Horry right here. He's an excellent passer. He could be a quarterback. Just a beautiful, easy pass. All of a sudden, they got numbers 3-on-2 going down the court. Fisher jump stops, fundamentals 101.
In that possession, too, Garnett was mixed up and didn't go back in the center field position.
Kendall Gill is now checked in for Anthony Peeler for Minnesota. Serbiak trying to dance inside on Fox. And trying to find a retreating pass. Nobody home. A Minnesota turnover, their second. Here comes Kobe Bryant. Triple team. A Garnett rebound. Kevin had a ton the other night, and that's his second this evening.
And the Lakers aren't usually a fast-breaking team, but that time they took advantage of one man falling on the floor.
They're a whole different team with Robert Horry out there on the court, though. When you have 5 people that you have to defend on the perimeter, another guy that can make a pass, make a play, dribble the ball, and he's a veteran that can think. That's a big difference.
Of all these playoff teams, is Minnesota the team that relies the most on emotion to get them through, guys?
Well, I think they're a very emotional team, and I think that they do. I think Kevin Garnett is a very emotional player, and he's the leader of their team. And I think a lot of times you take on the personality of your star player, even more so than your coach when you have a player of the magnitude of Kevin Garnett.
And emphasis because of the lack of emotions they had in the first game, Kevin. Everybody thought that they had fallen asleep, and now the emphasis has been placed on emotion.
Hudson just picked up a foul. Kobe Bryant with a spectacular pass inside. Caught by Robert Horry, and the Lakers are on top by 6, their biggest lead tonight.
And again, is this harder to trap? You're going to go trap Kobe at the hash marks. It's a lot easier when you have Mark Madsen there. Robert Horry makes them pay for the double teams.
And the thing about traps is what you do after you trap. That's the same thing if you support. You support in return, you trap in return, you rotate. You've got to react after you try these strategies.
They got Horry on Kevin Garnett, trying to work his way inside. Another Minnesota turnover, their 4th in the first quarter. As Kobe Bryant will take it into Gill. Robert Horry thinking about 3. Garnett out there to bite him on defense. And a Laker turnover, their second with Hudson the other way. These were the plays on Tuesday where Minnesota thrived. Nice sneak by Gill as he tried to go up, and a foul call. Robert Horry picks up the foul. That is the first on him.
Oh, Robert Horry did a good job of raising his hand, because that would have been the second foul on Rick Fox, but very quickly he raised his hand. But right there, double team, where is the weak side support? And you know, you see Nesterovic coming over there late. That is so hard to come over and give support when you're trying to wrestle with Shaq on the weak side block.
Well, it's a team defense, just as you're saying. If you make the trap, you're automatically in a zone. Other guys have to rotate into areas to anticipate where the pass is going. The trappers aren't trying to steal the ball. The pass is supposed to be stolen by the other player.
Kendall Gill at the free throw line as Hudson will take a breather. They bring in Rod Strickland for the first time. Gill with his second free throw. They have changed an earlier foul, taking one away from Nesterovic, putting it on Anthony Peeler, who was on the bench with 2 fouls for Minnesota. Here comes Fisher. Shaq was the lead blocker. Nice block inside. Strickland to Gill, 3-on-2. Alley-oop for Serbiak, who did wonders just to catch the ball. And it's Garnett the other way.
That was a great defensive play by Nesterovic right there. He was wrestling with Shaq, and he still got his left arm up to block the shot.
You can't throw an alley-oop pass to everybody.
Nesterovic, John now has 6 points in 7 minutes at the center position.
Are you saying Wally's not one of those guys?
He's not one of those guys. Kevin's absolutely right. He did everything he could to try to catch it. He would have been better off just throwing him a straight pass.
Kobe Bryant.
Now you can see this is the game plan that they started out again. Flip Saunders wanted them to trap early in the game. They just didn't. Because you can see right now they are trapping Shaq and Kobe.
This right there by the Lakers.
Look at this, through Shaq, shoves Shaq off, does a good job avoiding the contact with the long arms. Excellent play by Nesterovic.
Devin George has just checked in the game. As you can see, Nesterovic putting it in, the 6 points for him. Nesterovic the other night had just 2 points in 23 minutes, but he's already got 6 points tonight.
And that was a good play there too, Coach. I mean, that's not just a natural thing. He did a good job of getting to the open spot. A lot of guys just stand there frozen when someone drives to him.
And he recovered. In both instances, he moved. And that's the thing. If you make a trap or you support, your second and third reactions are just as important as the initial one.
Kevin Garnett has started the game 1 of 5. That's out of bounds. And Minnesota will inbound. So Garnett's got 2. Nesterovic has a Minnesota high 6. 5 for Fisher. That leads the Los Angeles Lakers.
Minnesota has withstand the rush by the Lakers right away, only down 2.
Field to Strickland. Over Shaq. Tough shot, but he makes it.
But this is the difference when Strickland is in. Strickland's having a lot of difficulty because he's grimacing after made baskets, cooking up in their full-court defense.
And look what happens. Shaq comes all the way out to the hash mark to catch it.
Here comes Kobe Bryant. And Bryant has started the game 3 of 6. He has a Laker high 6 points. Lakers have led by as many as 6. The Timberwolves had an early 2-0 lead. Strickland to a wide open Kevin Garnett.
You know, Rod Strickland doesn't have the mobility, obviously, that he used to have, and he even looks like he's grimacing. But he's a very intelligent basketball player and easily knows how to find open people.
And Shaq bulldozing inside, and the ball is knocked away. Shot clock at 14. On the first quarter clock at 3:51.
And you gotta love this because you see Shaq running down the court right here. He's gonna have to come all the way up here to relieve pressure against the trap. And that takes him out of the low post. And it just takes longer to get this offense set up and get into the triangle. And Shaq's catching the ball later on the shot clock.
Devin George knocked away by Nesterovic. Shaq, by the way, has started the game 0 of 3. And Serbiak the other way, slashing inside for 2. And Serbiak has his first 2 points tonight.
Well, and it's a great sign, too, that the T-Wolves are not reluctant to run once the Lakers miss. They have to capitalize on getting back or hitting the offensive board hard because the T-Wolves are getting out very fast.
Lakers are shooting 44%. Devin George, Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher nails his second 3-point shot. He's got 8. That's a Laker high.
Well, big shot by Fisher, but the play before the fast break, all set up by Nesterovic's rebound outlet. He just tipped it off the rim because he couldn't grab it, afraid of the goaltend, but they started the fast break.
Nesterovic is putting some great early minutes down there.
Timberwolves are shooting 53%, and Kevin Garnett hits again. He's got 6 points and 3 rebounds. Now 56% shooting for Minnesota.
And when Kevin Garnett is going well offensively, it doesn't seem like he's ever going to miss because he can shoot the shot, a quality shot, anytime he wants.
Right through Fisher. A hobbled Rod Strickland going the other way, and Robert Horry Pele's it out of bounds.
Robert Horry could have bent down and grabbed that ball.
He's too old to bend it.
Well, talk about old. Did you see Strickland going out there? Good outlet by Nesterovic. That's perfect. Good pass by Kevin Garnett, getting him in the open court, and Wally is in his element, finishing in the fast break.
Timberwolves back, now leading by 1.
Witness a dream.
NASA wants to send us into space.
40 years in the making.
Shoot this baby to the moon.
Space Cowboys. Saturday night after the NBA on TNT. We know drama.
Friday, May 2nd, martial arts greatest battle begins. 8 men enter, 1 man survives. Direct ticket pay-per-view presents K1 Enter the Beast. K1's top North American fighter, Michael McDonald, legendary 6-time world champion Rick Rufus, and Kung Fu superstar Kung Lee. K1 Enter the Beast, Friday, May 2nd. Witness the greatest knockouts in the ring and the toughest fighters in the world. Bob Sapp, Rick Rufus, Michael McDonald, and Kung Lee. It's K1 Enter the Beast on direct ticket pay-per-view.
At DirecTV, we make it easy to get the channels you want most with great premium services like HBO, Stars, Showtime, Cinemax, and Sports Pack. Get more box office hits, daring originals, sports action, and more, all at a great value. Really? It's just $12 for your first choice, $11 for your second choice, and so on. The more you buy, the more you save, and the more choices you have.
Oh, brilliant! Right on!
Visit DirecTV.com or call 1-800-DirecTV and order your favorite premium channels today.
Well, sometimes you need luck to win in this time, in this kind of this time of the year. If you want to call it luck or good strategy, however you want to call it, it worked for them, and they up 2-1. I'm done.
On his face in that Milwaukee locker room. So now the Nets have a 2-1 lead on the Bucks. Very interesting series. Interesting one here, too. Moments ago, energy-filled Minnesota huddle.
Way to keep your poise. Let's not keep punching. Let's keep our pressure. Okay, keep our pressure. Come on, let's go. Okay, here we go, man. Here we go. We're down to it. 1, 2, 3.
Well, at least Flip Saunders is energized.
But this is a team that thrives on energy.
Well, they thrive on energy, but when you have Strickland and Gillen, they're not applying as much pressure once they make the baskets as opposed to when they're not in there. The guards and the Lakers are able to receive much easier.
No changes either way for either team. On the timeout, Nesterovic trying to scoop one home. That's Minnesota's first miss in the last 5 shots. Here come the Lakers shooting 47%, led by the 8 points of Derek Fisher. Shaq has 1. Kobe's got 6 points. And here's Shaq, who has started the game 0 of 3. Now 0 of 4. It's inside, collected by Ori. A 3 by Fisher. Put again! Oh, in this first quarter, Derek Fisher has been an assassin.
Well, he's got 11 points, and those 11 points are points that you don't count on the Lakers trying to get. So that is a bonus. Fisher's carrying them offensively right now, and he's going to have to because of the way that they're defending Shaq and Kobe.
Well, Shaq is setting up so much more deeper on the floor than he usually likes to, and that's definitely a good sign as far as the T-Wolves are concerned.
Fisher just picked up his first foul. Here comes Minnesota shooting 53%, led by the 6 points of both Garnett and Nesterovic. Kevin Garnett over Robert Ory. And a rebound by Shaq. In the rebounding department, it's the Lakers +1.
Oh, and a beautiful offensive rebound over Kevin Garnett by Robert Ory on the last possession just to get Fisher that 3-point shot.
Nesterovic is on Shaq, who tried to corkscrew his way in. They've got to push him out of his comfort zone, which I'm thinking is a little bit more in than where he took that shot right there.
And they are pushing him out of his comfort zone. That time, Kevin, he maneuvered back. Nobody attacked the dribble from the T-Wolves, which they should have.
Here's Garnett left uncovered, and that usually spells trouble. And Kevin Garnett has got 8 and 3 rebounds, 4 of 9 shooting from the floor.
They just can't put the pressure on him right here. Rod Strickland's leg is in really bad shape, and you know, they substitute Troy Hudson with 5 minutes to go in the quarter, so they're just trying to rest. Flip Saunders didn't feel that he had it going like he did in game 2.
That's a Gill foul right there on Minnesota's part. Kevin Hill picks up his first.
And Strickland playing on one leg does a good job of penetrating. I don't know how he does it, but he just knows how to play. Does a great job of finding Garnett. Wide open 17-foot jumper.
Well, he's paying his price, as you indicated, the other end, because Flip is demanding that they press, but it's very hard for Strickland to deny one of the Laker guards the ball.
Devin George finds Shaq, doubled Nesterovic and Serbiak, and that may have altered the shot. A rebound by Nesterovic. That's his second of the night. It's Strickland to Kendall Gill over a late arriving Devin George on defense.
And that's a big position right there. Kendall Gill and Anthony Peeler have got to create some offense for Minnesota, in my opinion, for them to win this series.
Robert Ory, Kendall Gill with some nice defense, and the Timberwolves the other way. And he goes off to Kevin Garnett, who is only guarded by a much smaller Derek Fisher, and he exploits that. And the Timberwolves have another 2-point lead over the Lakers.
You've got to respect Kevin Garnett, though. I mean, this guy plays interiorly. He fills the lane. He shoots jump shots. He does everything for this team.
No fouls to give either way.
Does he get less respect than any superstar? I mean, I've seen them double team him one time.
Wow, what kind of pass was that? Ricochets out of, must have slipped off his hands.
Well, it was a terrible pass, but
he slipped off his hands.
Well, you know what? He had the one right before that as he threw in was deflected, but Shaq right there goes over the double team. They forced him a tough shot. Good rebounding by Kevin Garnett, and then Kendall Gill taking advantage of the forwards, coach, you talked about, bringing the ball off the court against the pressure.
All right, Nesterovic is out, John. They just put back in Hudson for the final 5.5 seconds of the first quarter.
Well, Nesterovic has done a great job because he forced Shaq to set up a lot deeper. A lot of that has to do with the pressure that forces him out also.
Hudson hits it again! Troy Hudson beats the buzzer. He did the same thing in game 2. And Minnesota closes the first quarter with a 9-0 run and have their biggest lead tonight, 29-24.
I love what Flip Saunders did right there. He put in his shooter at the end of the quarter with 5 seconds. A lot of coaches let those guys just sit and rest and take that last possession for granted.
Little boy asks his neighbors why they're always working on their yard. Neighbor looks up. Nothing more relaxing. Nothing wrong with getting your hands dirty, she adds. Little boy's dad asks how they manage it all. Neighbor nods across the yard. Nothing runs like a deer. John Deere lawn and garden tractors. Durability, precision, versatility, and exclusive support for everyone who puts more into their yard and expects more out of their tractor.
So where should I play next year?
Where do you want to play next year? Because you have offers from Dallas, Toronto, Miami, and LA.
Tell me about LA.
Old filter what you don't need. Keep what's good. MGD.
From early mornings to late nights, from the store around the corner to business around the country, your whole family can count on the best wireless network in the nation, Verizon Wireless. Get the America's Choice National Family Share Plan and share unlimited night and weekend minutes on up to 4 separate lines. Hurry and buy one Motorola phone for $29.99 and get a second free. Plus, now get unlimited text messaging for only $2.99 monthly access. So no one's ever out of the loop. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Tradition.
A look on the other guy's face. To be my own Manning.
Being a woman.
Because last year, I couldn't.
Millions of little girls.
Every athlete is fueled by something.
I'm about to bring it like you ain't never heard.
That's what I'm talking about.
Feel the beat of the Drumline, now on DVD and video. Drumline, own it today.
I just thought I had a little something on the end.
Right now at TGI Fridays, dig into our new delicious sizzling chicken and cheese with sauteed vegetables and our signature mashed potatoes for just $8.99. Come get a taste of our new bold flavor.
You know the man.
Divide up and search this swamp.
You know the mission.
What do you intend to do?
Catch him. But this time, no one can be trusted.
I got set up from the word go. Turn around!
You're the great Sam Gerard.
Yes, I am.
And you always have to win.
Yes, I do. Don't miss Tommy Lee Jones and Wesley Snipes in U.S. Marshals.
Look around you, you're caught.
U.S. Marshals. Tomorrow at 9 on TNT.
As the sun sets in the west, the Los Angeles Lakers are fading a little bit here early in the game. 3 of this best-of-7 Western Conference first-round matchup with Minnesota. The Lakers trail by 5 after 1. And here are some numbers on Shaq and Kobe. in the first 2 games of this series.
What about this lineup right here? As we see Shaq sitting down, they're going to double team him every time he touches the ball. Shooting over double teams, not shooting a very good percentage. But look at this lineup out here. They got Devin George playing power forward and Mark Madsen at center.
And a lot of confusion in the T-Wolves defensive set.
Let's set the lineups as we begin the second quarter. Brian Shaw, Mark Madsen, Devin George. That's a Shaw 3, and he hits that. Kobe Bryant and Gennaro Pargo is a rookie for the Lakers. And Minnesota starts with Garnett, Strickland, Gill, Mark Jackson in the game for the first time, and he's given them great minutes the first 2 games. And Wally Szczerbiak as Gennaro Pargo picks up a foul for Los Angeles. That's the first on him.
That big shot by Brian Shaw right there. But what I like what Mark Madsen does, he's not a scorer, and he knows that he's not going to earn a lot of respect. So what did he do? He went and set a ball screen and freed up the shooter, because they don't honor Madsen very much, and he's got a big guy guarding him.
And with this unit they have in now, you see pressure from the Lakers defensively. Much younger, much more agile group of guys.
Rod Strickland buries one from outside. Minnesota has hit their last 5. They're shooting 61% for the game. Again, they employ the full court man-to-man. Anthony Peeler is back in the game for Minnesota.
You got to give Rod Strickland a whole lot of credit. He's just such a smart player there. They're just using Kevin Garnett as a screener. They don't want to leave or double off of Kevin, so he just keeps working his way back and forth, gets the open shot.
And a shot by George won't go. A 3-pointer is missed. Lakers are shooting 48% from the floor. Lakers have led by 6. Minnesota has led by as many as 5. Garnett leads Minnesota with 10. He's got it now as he jousts inside with Devin George and nails his 12th point tonight.
Well, Strickland is a defensive liability because of his legs, but he certainly is an asset on offense because of his intelligence and ability to deliver the ball.
Derek Fisher leads the Lakers with 11 as the Timberwolves enjoy their biggest lead tonight.
Well, you're right, Coach, and they're running it with Kevin Garnett, and they have Devin George out there defending Garnett, and Pargo, who's quick, but he's not near as smart as we see right there. Bad mistake by the rookie.
It's a 2-on-1. Strickland going to Gill on the other side. Couple veterans playing a 2-man game. Madsen with the rebound, and the rebounding is now even at 10. Shaw whittles his way inside. Minnesota's got it again. A 13-3 Timberwolves run, going from the late stages of the first quarter here to the second. Double team Garnett.
Well, there's a double team simply because Pargo was on him. I don't think they double team Kevin most of the time, but right there they had a serious mismatch.
Strickland knifes his way inside and draws the foul. Strickland has his first of the game.
Well, we see Garnett. He has such a size advantage in here. Strickland does a good job of getting him the ball, but he knows he can just shoot over. He can just free him up. Pargo comes over. Terrible angle on the double team, but beautiful touch and patience by Kevin Garnett.
Hudson back in. You don't see as much pressure on the passes right now, and T-Wolves have to be very careful. You can't just let the Lakers run their offense comfortably.
Kendall Gill picks up his second foul for Minnesota, trying to put the clutches on Kobe Bryant. This series is tied at 1 apiece. The Lakers won game 1 by 19, and Minnesota clubbed Los Angeles Tuesday 119-91.
Even though they're early burst by the Lakers, they still don't seem to be in gear offensively.
Kevin Garnett playing tennis inside, swats it away. Oh, he got up so high. That's the kind of look the fans have on their face. Disbelief. Wow, what a rejection.
A good pass by Kobe right here, but Madsen coming over there. Good block. At first, might have thought it was a goaltend. It was close. Very close, but great play by Kevin Garnett regardless.
Gary Trent comes in for Garnett, who takes the bench with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and a terrific block shot missed by Kobe. Madsen, what do you call him, Danny?
Elmer's glue. A lot of it because of his white skin, but also because he hustles. He just sticks on you.
It's Kobe Bryant, caught by Madsen, and a foul on Minnesota defensively inside.
He is Elmer's
That's Anthony Peeler's 3rd personal foul, and Szczerbiak will quickly check back in for the Timberwolves as you take a look at what Minnesota started the game with and has been riding ever since. In fact, listen to this. Minnesota's hot shooting the first 2 games, 60% field goal percentage in the first half. Tonight, 60% right on the button.
Now, where's the Laker defense? Is Minnesota just that good offensively?
Devin George for 2.
Well, see, and the thing that happens is as long as Minnesota's in a position where they're even or tied, their confidence is going to multiply, and particularly here. The Lakers definitely are not playing quite yet with that swagger.
Lakers are shooting 43% from the field. Jackson to Hudson. Into the hands of Gill, batted away by George, down court, buckle up for Kobe Bryant.
I'll tell you, the crowd in LA here is about 1/10 of the decibel level of Minnesota.
Shaw, George, Shaw for three. He's nailed one, he can't get it a second time. And it's inhaled inside by Mark Jackson. Full court pressure by the Lakers, guys.
Well, that's important because he's such a scorer.
And even on a missed basket, that's a dangerous thing to do. On a rebound, the Lakers still picked up full. So it shows that they're not afraid of the T-Wolves attacking them the way they did in the second game.
Well, that's the best way to slow down the attack is by picking them up full court. Make the guard go back to the ball.
But it's dangerous on missed baskets and stolen balls.
Kobe Bryant has 8 points and puts on a show here in Hollywood. The Lakers to within 2 at the sold-out Staples Center.
Great drama is always based on reality.
The things that stay with us are the stories that resonate with our own experiences.
Great drama seems to find these stories that speak to everyone.
They out there with the fun out there. We gonna hit out there with nothing to fear. Tear up the spot, get hot to make it rock. Always start here with the clear. Yo, number 1, you gotta get with your real ones. 2, what you do is pop a couple of clear ones. Number 3, call up a breezy. 4, on the floor, maintain the high score. 5, feeling alive, we jump into the ride, which brings us to 6 at the venue in the mix. They out there with the fun out there, make it last out there. Always start with the clear.
Miss Lewis. It is Miss, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Could you tell me again how you use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls?
Well, I just dialed down the center.
With what, Miss Lewis? With what? You dial down the center with 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you, cheap for them. So good.
You sure this guy's a cop?
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
He was well aware of what he potentially could feel in terms of an energy letdown, an emotional high and low with the birth and the death. He spoke of that actually before the playoffs even started, as he knew, each of those scenarios were about to unfold, a funeral and a birth. But he was okay for us. We were okay for each other actually in Game 1, that we didn't need him to be Shaquille of old, of the playoffs at this time of year. We needed him to be like that Tuesday. I think we probably didn't get him enough touches to begin with to get him energized.
Well, tonight, Shaq has not been the Shaq we've come to know. 1 of 6 shooting from the floor to start the game.
And he still looks like he's a little bit emotionally occupied with something else, and that's understandable. His grandfather died, you give birth to a kid. Those are 2 different ends of the spectrums of emotions, but I'm certain he'll get locked in, and it's understandable.
Shaq back in the game. Minnesota with 2 to shoot, and that's Gary Trent missing right there. Rebound is ripped off the glass by George. Here come the Lakers. They're shooting 43%. Minnesota shooting 58% from the floor.
They're not even guarding Madsen, and that's a detriment when Shaq is in the game because his man is just sitting in front of Shaq's stomach.
Shaq diving inside the lane. Shaq has 5. Fisher leads the Lakers with 11. Minnesota's gotten 12 from Kevin Garnett. That is a game high for Kevin.
What a great defensive rebound at the other end by Devin George. Mark Jackson was in perfect position. George just jumped over him, pulled it down.
I can't understand the T-Wolves, though, Danny, letting Shaq dribble on offense.
Mark Jackson with the good pass from Troy Hudson. We go the other way, and here comes Devin George. Each team tonight is led by as many as 6. As Pargo finds the double team shot.
And I know it's not in the game plan, Coach, to double Shaq. I think they were just confused as they were in rotation, and that time they doubled Shaq, and again, a confusion because nobody picked up Madsen cutting to the basket.
Brian Shaw just picked up a foul.
But I like they got the ball to Shaq early. Now the defense isn't set completely, and there's some confusion. Beautiful, and this time there's all sorts of confusion on the cutters. Nobody there to double team Shaq. Nobody knows whose responsibility it is to get down there.
Mark Madsen made him pay for that double team by cutting. See, that's a good sign as opposed to just standing out on the floor.
Hudson wheeling inside, off balance, and the foul is on Pargo, who had to guard him. That's the second on Pargo. Both Kobe and Kevin Garnett are on their respective benches, taking a breather. With Hudson at the free throw line, the schedule tomorrow night, ESPN, Detroit, Orlando, Dallas, Portland. NBA TV tomorrow night, San Antonio against the Phoenix Suns at the America West Arena. Fisher will check back in now for LA. Here comes Kevin Garnett. Log on to specialNBA.com playoff sections throughout the postseason. History, news, features, and series breakouts. It's only on NBA.com or on AOL keyword NBA.com.
You know, Hudson gets his first 2 free throws, 16 free throws. Phil Jackson was harping on that. He was harping that the officials were giving him some free throws from freebies, but also they cannot put Hudson on the line. Only 4 free throws for the Timberwolves up to this point. That fits right into Phil's game plan adjustments.
Triple team. Shaq just toys with him inside.
Well, it's foolish because Hudson came over to trap him rather than attack that dribble. He's not going to trap Shaq. Shaq is too big and too far over it.
We're tied at 37. Hudson dancing around a Garnett screen.
Mark Madsen does a great job of helping the guard on the screen. He's one of the few big guys on the Laker team that doesn't have that poor point guard. This is what they want to do. Get the ball down to Shaq, and maybe the defense is confused and will leave someone open for an easy shot.
Shaq with the hook, Jackson with the rebound. Plus, Danny, they're getting that longer pass, trying to foil the full-court man-to-man.
Well, trying to catch Shaq, you're absolutely right. Trying to catch Shaq isolated down there alone.
But that's where Shaq's got to go quick when he does catch that ball.
Serbiak buries the 3. The Timberwolves 2 of 3 above the arc. Lakers are 4 of 6. Derek Fisher has hit 3 3-point shots. Taking a 3 there. He got Hudson on his heels. George for 3. Right through the Lakers' hands. Shaq so far has 7 points, John.
Well, and he's gotten back in the post early. But the thing that is amazing that he's taking 2 dribbles, sometimes 3 dribbles once it's in the post. They've got to dive on that and give him trouble.
Well, that time they had Troy Hudson come down for the double team, and it was like a little bug.
From now on, long distance, local, and high-speed internet will be together. Voice and data networks for companies large and small will be together. The innovations of one of the world's largest internet providers and the simplicity of one global network will be together. Together, under one name. MCI.
It's a fact. 2 is better than 1. So we've taken the greatest comedies of all time and doubled them up. Back to back. TBS Superstation's non-stop comedy block.
It's got cash up the yin-yang.
2 Drew Carey's, 2 Home Improvements, 2 Seinfelds, and Friends.
Come on, it's fun.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, you. The non-stop comedy block. Weekdays starting at 4:30 Eastern on TBS Superstation.
Hey, I know you're frustrated with slow dial-up internet. And if you think you can't get high-speed internet, think again. Now there's a new high-speed internet solution by satellite. And you can get it right now. Directway is the high-speed internet that works anywhere in the continental US, just as long as you have a clear view of the southern sky. Interested? Thought so. Now grab your remote, flip to channel 227, and find out about the new high-speed internet option available right now. Channel 227. I'll meet you there.
The NBA playoffs on TNT, brought to you by MCI, bringing voice and data solutions together on one global network. And the United States Marine Corps, change is forever.
NBA season out of Southern Illinois in his first year with Minnesota. And here are some of his highlights tonight. 7 points and 2 assists, including that buzzer beater as the first quarter was coming to a close. Hudson out there with Jackson, Serbiak, Garnett, and Gill for Minnesota. Here Serbiak locates Jackson. And even though he's draped with Laker defenders, and down goes that Fox. Fox was hit hard. He's out there with Fisher, Bryant, Shaq, and Robert Horry. There's a throwaway. Jackson, Hudson, Gill takes off and sails into Fox, who is still a bit woozy and trying to shake the cobweb.
And he's got blood coming out. He's got to come out, and that's an important thing because he's got a movie career. That's a handsome fella right there. For most guys, you don't care about the blood coming out of the face.
I don't think Jackson's too concerned about his movie career right now. I'll tell you that.
Well, good job right there. Just gets hit right there on the offhand. Accident right in the face.
Guys like Jackson always hit people by accident, but they do it consistently.
Yes. Right across the nose. So they wipe the blood off the floor. As you take a look at Lennox Lewis, who is in attendance tonight.
He's bloodied a few noses before.
He has.
I think he understands. The only difference is he doesn't have a cut man for Fox over there.
Fox just picked up his second foul and the bloody nose, and he will take a seat on the bench as they continue. I guess there's blood drippings all over the floor, so they're going to really, you can see him right there. You're going to wipe all that off. There you go, Lonnie, right there. Craig Sager, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, you're talking about Troy Hudson. What a spectacular game he had in Game 2. You wonder, why didn't somebody else keep him? Why did Orlando let him go at the end of last year? Well, I talked and called Doc Rivers, his former coach, and he said, with our situation with Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill, we needed a point guard that could distribute the ball. So he called his best friend, Randy Whitman, the assistant coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and said, hey, I got a great guy down here I think would fit in perfect with you guys. Why don't you take a look? And they said, oh, well, what can he do? He said, well, I'll tell you what, he's very talented, but there are times where the opponent doesn't know what he's doing, and neither do I.
There's Randy, the former head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the great players in the history of the University of Indiana basketball program.
The thing that you have to like is not just that Hudson is playing well, it's when he's playing well. He's playing well in the playoffs, and that's a difficult thing for a young man to be discovering.
They're still trying to stop the blood as the Portland Trail Blazers are going to try to stop the bleeding as well. They're down 2-0. That series now shifts to Portland, Oregon. The Kings on top of Utah. They don't play till Saturday. This series tied at 1 apiece, as is the Spurs and Suns, and those two teams will battle in Phoenix tomorrow night. If you missed it earlier on TNT tonight, a gigantic Boston clubbing of Indiana. They're going to take Fox to the locker. They can't stop the bleeding.
Take it to a plastic surgeon.
And Rodney Rogers hits a game-winning jump shot with a couple seconds remaining in Milwaukee tonight. And the defending Eastern Conference champion New Jersey Nets. What is he doing over there?
Well,
Changing
his
uniforms.
uniform because there's blood on his uniform.
Rodney Rogers hit the jump shot for the Nets. They go up 2-1 now on Milwaukee. In Milwaukee.
Why don't I take this game over for a while? You run back there and see that plastic surgeon, Kevin.
the guy goes in the back to change his uniform so he can be in privacy. And we put a camera on it. We never miss it. That's the kind of thing you would do, Dad.
Well, he does like jockey commercials or something anyway, so he's used to that.
Yeah, it's good you're talking about it. A guy like that. And here at the free throw line is the Timberwolves' Kendall Gill. There's an interesting story about Gill. That was in the very inaugural draft for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a guy they really had circled. Gill out of the University of Illinois. And he was taken, and so they went another direction. Gill was a guy that they coveted and they couldn't get. He was already taken in the draft. Finally, he is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here comes Shaq, approaching 5 minutes to play in the first half. Fisher for 2. And vacuumed in by Devin George.
Timberwolves like it when Shaq's out on that high post, though.
Devin George has 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Kobe Bryant, 4 of 9, 8 points. And launching at 2. And nails it. And brings the Lakers to within 2.
Not a lot of electricity in this building or emotion on the Lakers side. You know, Minnesota, when they had this kind of game, and this is a critical part of the game, too. This is where Minnesota opened it up in game 2.
Rejected by Shaquille O'Neal. And here comes Fisher. Shaq has 2 blocked shots so far. It's Ori into Shaq, guarded by Nesterovic. Rebound tapped by Garnett, loose and taken in by Kobe Bryant.
Well, I love how Ori and George are going to the glass and making them pay for the double teams.
Kobe missing, rebound by Nesterovic, who has 6 points and 4 rebounds. Minnesota is -4 in rebounding so far. There's a foul on Kendall Gill as Robert Ori was trying to do the work on the side.
That was on Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, you're exactly right.
Robert Ori did a good job of flopping again, but good job right here. Shaq coming from the weak side. Got a little dark up there for Mr. Hudson.
Well, Mr. Hudson should have looked to penetrate and pass it to somebody. He did his job by pulling Shaq, but he should have looked for one of his teammates.
Lakers have hit 4 3-point shots. Minnesota has hit 2. Lakers out there, Shaq, George, Kobe, Fisher, and Robert Ori. They try to sneak one inside, and Shaq is just not Shaq. He coughs it away. Turnover number 8 for Los Angeles, and Minnesota has 8 turnovers as well.
The big fella, you said it, Kevin, the big fella just doesn't seem to have gained his rhythm right now.
That was a horrible pass, though. That ball bounced off one of the other player's foot. It was below his knee. You can't throw that to a 7-footer.
Serbiak crashes to the floor. Devin George picks up the foul.
Well, Wally and Devin have been going at it. They've been going back and forth. And Wally is one of those kind of guys that can get under your skin a little bit, and Devin is reacting to it.
Timberwolves, Nesterovic, Gill, Serbiak, Hudson, and
calling a flagrant foul.
Kevin Garnett.
2 free throws in the ball. Devin, when he was in the corner at the time of the possession before, Wally was up on him and bodying him, and Devin was pushing off, and he was getting caught up in the frustration that Wally was creating.
George picks up his first foul.
Well, particularly the game is getting a little more physical now. The players have got to be cognizant of that because the officials will make that adjustment to make certain it doesn't get too physical. Fox is a guy with a lot of guts and a physical player himself. Going out of the game with a bloody nose, you can expect him to become a lot more physical. Watch the officials call the game closer now.
Free throw shooting tonight. Minnesota 6 of 7, and the Lakers 1 of 2. Taking a look at Serbiak. He's got 7. Kevin Garnett has a game-high 12. 11 points by Fisher, leading Los Angeles. Full court Minnesota man-to-man. Here comes Fox to Fisher. Good screen by Ori that allows Fisher to slip inside. Kevin Garnett gets his 5th rebound.
And another good job by Nesterovic. Nesterovic's length that time caused that miss and also kept the ball alive to get the rebound.
Nice ball rotation to Kendall Gill, and Shaquille O'Neal with rebound number 6 with his 7 points.
One thing I wish that Shaquille would learn to do, of course, it would be the rest of the league does not wish for it to happen, but what he should do is learn to outlet the ball. It would make the job easier for him if he would get those rebounds and outlet them.
Well, he's not a dummy. He wants to be in the offensive outlet.
Of course he does.
Get a chance to
Exactly. Here comes Hudson. Garnett over Ori. And Kevin Garnett with the game-high 14 points in 18 minutes.
That's his first basket in a long time, though. They've done a great play by Fisher.
Nice pass, and Fox cutting off the wing, picks it up and gets 2 himself.
I tell you, the way the Timberwolves are hanging around in here, the atmosphere hasn't created that excitement yet.
Exactly.
This pace and the atmosphere is to the likings of the T-Wolves right now.
Hudson for 3, right between the eyes for Troy Hudson. Coming off a career-high 37-point performance on Tuesday. He's laced 10 in tonight here in Los Angeles.
Full-court pressure is still there by the T-Wolves. They want the Lakers to bring the ball down real slowly and want Shaq to come out a little bit.
Timberwolves have their biggest lead of 7. Lakers have led by as many as 6. Minnesota's on an 11-4 run as Kobe was defending well. Gets it back inside. And a rebound by Garnett. Did he lose it? He did, out of bounds.
Kobe just literally pushed Gill out of the way.
Rasho Nesterovic, much more of a factor tonight.
He does a good job. He's fighting there with Shaq. Does a good job of keeping Shaq off the glass and allowing Garnett to come over and clean him up. And Hudson going left again. It's the second time he's coming left off that pick and roll, right into his rhythm. Up for the three.
Timberwolves have their biggest lead tonight, shooting 56% from the floor. And ineffective Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the playoffs on TNT.
I-O, off the work I go. Might punch the clock, but it won't stop my flow. I keep it moving from AM to PM. Call my peoples, tell them I'll see them. At the party, it's gonna be live. We'll work it out on the other 9 to 5.
That ain't no shot.
No, that's a crime.
They're ready for the NBA playoffs, are you? The NBA playoffs are on TNT, but you can still catch back-to-back episodes of Law & Order tomorrow night at 7 on TNT.
Welcome back to LA. The Lakers trailing the Timberwolves 48-41. I'm pleased with Jimmy Johnson of the NASCAR circuit, California native. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, there's 48, which is my number, so I'm okay with that, but the Lakers are losing right now. So I've got a dollar bet with my PR man. He's from Minnesota, so he's rooting for the Wolves, and being a California boy, I'm rooting for the Lakers.
A great rookie season for you, up at the point standings throughout the whole year, up there again this year. What do you expect out of the Lowe's team?
I'm expecting good things. We've had a great start to the season so far, better than we were at this point last year, and we almost had a shot at winning the championship last year. So I think we're going to be on target to do great things again this year with the Lowe's team.
You're named the sexiest man in the fast lane by People magazine. Charles Barkley wants to know how he get that moniker.
I guess I got lucky. I don't know what they're talking about.
Our coverage of NASCAR starts July 4th weekend. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Craig, the Lakers have missed 8 of their last 10 shots. Under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Hudson trying to launch a 3. Given with the offensive rebound, even though Lakers were on both sides, and a foul called on Los Angeles, and Devin George was in there, and Naked Fisher picks up his second personal foul for LA. Timberwolves with their biggest lead of 7 points. You can see the defensive stop rate Tuesday night and tonight as Gill hits his first free throw, and the Wolves lead by 8.
That's good defense. I mean, they're doing an excellent job. But where is the Laker defense, Coach? I mean, this is a team with 3 championships. People talk about their offense. The defense is nowhere near what it was in their 3 championship runs.
Well, and they seem to be in a funk, particularly playing in their own place and the crowd getting involved in it. I mean, right now they've got to get out of this funk and become far more aggressive offensively to get this crowd in this thing.
Gill with a couple free throws, and here comes Los Angeles, and Fisher picked up by Hudson. Here's Fox into Shaq, and out it goes. And it was not goaltending by Nesterovic, but an offensive rebound by Ori, again into Shaq. He's going to start getting mad here in just a second. Doubled. Straight with Timberwolves defenders, and he throws down a jackhammer. He's got 9.
That's the scary Shaq. And right now, Minnesota is not intimidated by this Laker team at all. And it's going to take Shaq to do plays like that before Nesterovic starts getting scared.
Count the 2 on the goaltend on Shaq. Hudson's got 12.
Right there, he misses an easy shot right there. They keep it alive. Robert Horry again keeps it alive, but right here comes a double team. Kevin, that's a terrible trap by Garnett. Of course, he's so skinny. He wasn't even there. He turned sideways and he didn't recognize him.
And when Shaq makes those dunks, the crowd gets involved in it, and that's very important to get Kobe and get everybody involved.
Kobe's got 10. He's in a straitjacket down there. Out to Fisher for 3. Fisher began the game 3 of 3 from three-point territory. Good outlet by Garnett. 50 seconds to play in the first half. Minnesota's got a 9-point lead, their biggest tonight. Screen by Garnett. Hudson smashing inside. And a rebound by Shaq.
There's an outlet pass.
Out to Fisher, across the lane and up the Fox. And Kobe launching a 3. Oh, rebound Fisher inside.
The T-Wolves are missing golden opportunities. You can't give them those offensive rebounds.
That is the 4th three-point hit by Fisher. He now has a Laker-high 14. Kevin Garnett has 14 for Minnesota. The Lakers are shooting from the floor 42%. And they've hit 5 three-point shots.
But, you know, the Lakers have only been at the free throw line 2 times so far in this game. That is ridiculous for a half of basketball. They got to start creating some free throws.
And Minnesota, John, has gone 9 of 10.
Well, and that's why the second ball game, I attribute the Lakers' poor offense to the T-Wolves' defense. This ball game, I'm not so certain that it's the T-Wolves' defense as much as the fact that the Lakers seem to be more in a funk right now as opposed to getting loose and getting out in this game.
Minnesota shooting 54%. Boy, we have seen some outstanding performances in these playoffs so far. McGrady averaging 44.5. AI 42. Dirk Nowitzki, 2 big games against the Blazers, and the same Kobe Bryant in the first 2 against Minnesota for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, what about Bonzi Wells last night with a smooth 45 he threw at the Mavericks?
The stars come out in the playoffs.
Coming up, the Verizon Wireless halftime report. EJ, Kenny, and Charles. Post-game sound, a very angry George Cora.
Paul Pierce has also had an excellent playoffs, only 21, most of those in the second half, but boy, he's really becoming a great player.
Alley-oop for Kevin Garnett as he hung in the air and still tries to corral it. Shaq rips it away. Seconds remain. Kobe trying to beat the buzzer around Shaq. And that's how the first half comes to a close. Lakers trailed by as many as 9. The Timberwolves lead at halftime by 6. The game was tied at 37 with just under 7 to play in the second quarter. Minnesota closes out the half on a 15-9 run.
I don't sense any urgency in that Laker huddle or in that Lakers as they walk off the court.
Wow, another nice performance by Troy Hudson, who is with our Craig Sager.
Well, Troy, great first half. Coach Flip Saunders just came up to you and talked to you. What did he say to you?
Just on that last play, to run more time off the clock, we gave him too much time to get a last-second shot off.
You seem to start out a little slowly, obviously being a marked man, but the 3 you hit at the end of the first quarter, what did that do?
It sparked me a little bit. I started off slowly. I was getting the shots that I wanted, though. They still want me to be aggressive. Flip put me in for a last-second shot, and I was able to knock it down with a great pick from KG.
As the game goes on, you have the lead. You feel confidence growing?
Oh, we feel a lot of confidence right now. We just need to continue to play the way we're playing, keep pressuring up on defense, and keep them on their heels.
All right. Good game so far. Let's go over to Kevin.
This is going to raise some eyebrows around the country. The Timberwolves and Lakers are tied at a game apiece, guys. But at halftime, it's Minnesota 52-46 as we send it to you in Atlanta.
Do it. And the team with the halftime lead in this series has won the previous 2 games, tied up at a game apiece. Verizon Wireless halftime reporter Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Charles Barkley. Are the Lakers into this thing?
You got spectacles on, Ernest.
I forgot I was using the reading glasses thing and looking down.
You got your spectacles
Perhaps
on.
I should take those off. You looked really big in those, Charles. Man alive.
I think Coach Thompson said it best. Shaquille does not seem. He started getting a little bit more involved, but he did not start out really strong. The Lakers seemed like they were a little flat, which surprised me. But, hey, Troy Hudson, he's right. His confidence is sky high, and the Lakers really right now have not done anything to slow him down. He's feeling it. And you talk about he looked flat. Sorry, Ernie, but he talked about he looked flat. You could tell the Lakers were flat because of a couple plays, and one play particularly, because they always talk about the pick and roll with Shaq not being able to guard him. But Robert Horry, who's a pretty good defender on the team defense, he doesn't come out. And Troy Hudson, who had 37, here's a guy you have to get to. You have to show hard because he's a jump shooter off the dribble, especially going left. So you would think Robert would show hard, and that's when you talk about not ready to play, being flat.
you don't do those things.
They
and
kind
it's
of just
obvious.
took this as look, seemed like, oh, we're home. We're playing Minnesota. We're going to win. And Minnesota jumped on them.
You certainly did. Garnett 14. Troy Hudson has 12. Shaq 9. Kobe 10 on 5 out of 14. Earlier tonight, great finish to the Bucks and Nets in Milwaukee. Tony Kukoc. Take a look at this.
This is called traveling in all 50 states.
I don't know. He had that left foot plant.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Well, that was actually the third time he traveled, actually.
Ties the game. Rodney Rogers draws the foul with 5 seconds left and goes to the line to break the tie for New Jersey. Missed the first one.
A little tight sphincter there.
Missed the second one.
And always the free throw shooter is the most dangerous person. That's why they say box out the shooter.
Up by 2, one more chance for Milwaukee. The glove misfires, and the New Jersey Nets, after losing the home court advantage in the first 2 games, go to Milwaukee, take it back, 103-100. After that game, George Karl was hot.
Well, I don't know if you saw the play or not. It's sickening to see how we lost the game because it was a foul. Kenyon Martin just manhandles and throws. It's a foul. The foul, and here's a comparison. Rodney Rogers gets fouled on a touch foul, and then there's a wrestling foul. I mean, it's incredible. To lose a playoff game on a referee call like that is a disgrace. It's what they've said all along, and this is going to be, this year we're not going to let you wrestle on the free throw line, we're not going to let you push on the free throw line, and we lose a playoff game because Kenyon Martin can get away with murder on pushing Mace underneath the damn basket. It's embarrassing to see the referee, how we've worked our ass off to come back and to lose a game on a foul like that. And then they give Rodney Rogers a touch foul to get him on the line. I mean that's incredible. The discrepancy of those last 2 calls is disgraceful.
Charles, your reaction is.
To lose a game on a touchdown.
Well,
You know what? What? First of all, Tony Kukoc traveled 3 times. They didn't call it. And you know what? Anthony Mason shouldn't let Kenyon Martin push him around. It's a tie game. The guy's already missed the first free throw. Anthony Mason's a strong guy. Kenyon Martin should not be. If he actually throw him down to the ground, he got to blame it on this player. You got to get that rebound, and that's nobody's fault but the guys on the court. And, you can't blame it. One call does not dictate. They got to, man, come on, that's bogus.
Anything to add to?
I don't have a napkin. I don't have a napkin.
We will take a break and come back with more on the Verizon Wireless halftime report in just a second. We have any?
Give me some cheese with that wine.
Troy Hudson.
Give me some Velveeta singles with that wine.
There's that pick and roll again. Nobody's going to step out. Troy might get 30 again.
The halftime report is brought to you by Verizon Wireless, the official wireless provider of the NBA.
Can you hear me now? Good.
That fire grill, citrus thrill, flavor filled, Chili's is the place for me. I love that special twist, flavor kissed, never miss. Chili's is the place to be.
Boldly seasoned citrus-fired chicken, spicy garlic and lime shrimp, Chili's citrus fire chicken and shrimp. Want more flavor?
your first name is Armor, you know there's some serious protection going on. Armor All Protectant. It doesn't just clean and shine, it protects.
What if the prophecy is true? What if tomorrow the war could be over? Isn't that worth fighting for? Isn't that worth dying for?
The Matrix Reloaded. Rated R. Starts May 15th.
And we also have the cancel button in case you don't want toast. Excuse me.
Can I help you? What? Can I help you? No, I'm good.
Shake stuff up.
Welcome back to the Verizon Wireless Halftime Report. Got a real treat for you, Chuck.
What, you gonna quit?
No, we've got a special guest joining us from the Staples Center.
From the Staples Center?
Staples
Center? Who is that?
He's going to fight there on June 21st.
The champ.
Lennox Lewis, the champ.
What's up, man? How you doing, champ?
I'm with you, Charles. I'm with you all the way. What's going on?
Hey, man, everything is good. When you going to training camp?
Right after this, I'm taking a plane right out, going straight to Pennsylvania to training camp, getting ready for this fight.
It'll be with Kirk Johnson on the 21st, and I know we want to talk a little boxing, but I know you also played high school basketball, Lennox. Can you give us your courtside assessment of the first half of the Laker game?
I think it's pretty good. It's exciting. I just like great plays, you know, watching Shaq, Kobe, all them guys, you know, Garnett. Just watching exciting plays is just great for me.
Lennox, this is Kenny Smith. Now, you've gone through the whole heavyweight division now. Now we see Roy Jones coming into there. Could we ever see something like that, or you think he's just too big for him?
No, I'm much too big for him. You know, I don't think Roy Jones would make that mistake. I know it's a big money fight. A lot of people would want to see it, but, you know, I'm a true heavyweight. I've been a heavyweight since a baby. You know?
Hey, you know, the next talk out there is a fight between Roy Jones and Evander Holyfield. I like Evander. I just don't want to see that fight. What do you think of that?
You know, it's going to be difficult. Roy Jones is a phenomenal fighter. You know, he's so fast, so quick. Nobody can really catch him. I don't think Holyfield will catch him at this age. You know, Holyfield's an old man at this point. You know, Roy Jones will run around him in circles.
Hey, Lennox, there hasn't been really a big heavyweight fight in Los Angeles since Ali Norton back in '73. What's it mean to you to fight in Los Angeles? They've been trying to get this done.
Yo, this is the next mecca of boxing, and I'm excited to be here in Los Angeles to fight. And, you know, I'm happy that people don't have to travel that far over to Vegas, which is basically not too far, but, you know, they can basically see the fight here, bring their family, friends, and, you know, it's a treat.
We got a heavyweight in Chuck here, too, if you just, you know, we can put you against Chuck in the ring. I'll pay to see that one.
Hey, Lennox, hey, make sure you enjoy the game, and it's always great to see you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Lennox Lewis, unexpectedly for Charles, joining us
I'm
from
telling you, man,
Staples
he's
Center.
really a nice man, and he is the best in the world.
Y'all got a thing in common, though. Y'all both was heavyweights and babies.
Battle of heavyweights in the Western Conference, and the Lakers are trailing the Minnesota Timberwolves 52-46. Kobe Bryant, 10 points, just 5 out of 14.
TNT, the exclusive home of the 2003 Western Conference Finals.
Picture the moon glow, it dazzles my eyes, and I love you, fresh and deep as ocean's new.
The best things in life are pure, especially when it comes to water. Aquafina, purity guaranteed.
Pure and simple just for you.
There we were planning our vacation online. That's when the pain started.
Digititis is a repetitive stress injury, just like carpal tunnel syndrome, except different.
Basically, it feels like a fleshy fireball on the end of my hand.
We're seeing an explosion of this with all the double clicking that's going on. If we catch this early, we can help.
Searching for a great airfare online doesn't have to be a pain. Just go to southwest.com for our $39 to $99 internet specials when you purchase by May 1st.
You are now free to move about the country.
Attention all smokers. Now you can kick the habit in just 7 days. That's right, you can quit smoking easily in only 7 days guaranteed. Introducing the all-natural Smoke Away system, the herbal stop smoking program that works to help completely stamp out your nicotine cravings in just 1 week. Fed up with expensive patches, prescriptions, and gums that often don't work? For less than the price of all of them, you can stop smoking in 7 days, 100% guaranteed, or your money back.
It's safe. It's highly effective. I've had tremendous success with my patients using the Smoke Away program.
I like the fact that Smoke Away is all natural, and it really works.
I did Smoke Away for 3 days, and I've been smoke-free ever since.
The secret is the unique combination of all natural herbal ingredients that work to completely and naturally eliminate your body's craving for nicotine. Why spend hundreds of dollars on patches and gums that just put more nicotine in your system? For less than the price of any of them, you will stop smoking in 7 days guaranteed, or your money back. Pick up the phone and order your Smoke Away system now. Smoke Away makes a great gift.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other use of dissemination of this telecast, or the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
You know, Kenny, all that boxing talk makes you just
I knew
long
it
for those,
coming.
long for
I
those
knew
days.
it was coming. I knew it was coming. See, I told you, I could get you in a little bit better shape. We could get.
I tell you what, I had to lose a couple pounds.
We can get you there, though.
Man, I can't believe the stuff you're saying about you'd fight this guy or this guy.
I fight anybody for $10 million.
And
Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis.
How long would you be in there?
You gotta last 3. If you last 4 rounds, you get nothing. You don't last 4 rounds.
I ain't get nothing. Man. You know, hey, I last Clifford Etienne on the last 49 seconds.
Encourage a lifelong love of reading. Read to achieve.
From early mornings to late nights, from the store around the corner to business around the country, your whole family can count on the best wireless network in the nation, Verizon Wireless. Get the America's Choice National Family Share Plan and share unlimited night and weekend minutes on up to 4 separate lines. Hurry and buy one Motorola phone for $29.99 and get a second free. Plus, now get unlimited text messaging for only $2.99 monthly access. So no one's ever out of the loop. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
When your first name is Armor, you know there's some serious protection going on. Armor All Protected. It doesn't just clean and shine, it protects.
Rated T for teen.
You alone have been granted the 5th freedom. You have the right to spy, steal, destroy, and terminate to ensure that American freedoms are protected. If captured, your government will disavow any knowledge of your existence. You are no longer Sam Fisher, agent of the U.S. government. You are a Splinter Cell.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Now redefined to push your PlayStation 2 to the limits with exclusive new levels and features.
Right now at TGI Fridays, dig into our new delicious sizzling chicken and cheese with sauteed vegetables and our signature mashed potatoes for just $8.99. Come get a taste of our new bold flavor.
Introducing a new level of performance from Acura. The all-new TSX.
Doesn't Miller Lite taste great? Blessed filling!
Wait. What about this? Doesn't Miller Lite taste great? Great taste! Great taste!
Blessed filling!
Great taste!
Best filling! Best filling!
What do you think about that? That's art.
Tell it over a great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
I've got an idea.
Love this feeling.
Log on now for Southwest Airlines $39 to $99 internet specials. Purchased by May 1st. Only at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
I've got you under my skin. I have got you deep in the heart of me. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin.
It's a beautiful night in Los Angeles, and you're watching the NBA playoffs on TNT. That score is going to surprise some people. 52-46, the Minnesota Timberwolves on top. Between Shaq and Kobe, 17 missed field goals. Nine points for O'Neal and 10 for Shaq tonight. Well, guys, what do you think?
Thank goodness for Derek Fisher. That's what I think. 14 points. He's saving him. Kobe is forcing shots, 3 turnovers. I don't like the way he's playing. I expect Kobe and Shaq to come out and play a lot more aggressive.
Hold on. You've got on the wrong headset, my friend. Here, put this one on. I go, how come I can't hear you? That's right. We had Lennox Lewis here. We had all kinds. There you go. John, what did you
Danny
just say?
Ainge does that to me. hey, listen. What I think has to happen is the Lakers definitely have to tag Hudson. Hudson can't run away and score the way he did last time. They definitely are putting somebody on him, but they have to become a lot more physical with him in the half-court sets. You can't let Hudson go free here.
And I think that key stat is only 2 free throw attempts in the first half by the Lakers. That shows you their lack of aggression, and you got to give the Minnesota defense a lot of credit.
Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, Coach, you're talking about somebody to guard Troy Hudson. That's one of the things they're talking about in the Lakers locker room. The coaching staff said they need some energy, somebody to guard them on the perimeter. They do like Pargo's defense against him, but the problem is they don't like Pargo running the offense, and they need Derek Fisher out there to make some shots. So Fisher will probably get the start, but he may get a quick rest on the bench. Meanwhile, they're not at all happy with the offense. They say all those missed shots by Kobe and Shaq is because they're not moving the ball, they're not spacing the ball very well, they're taking bad shots, and they're forcing it. Kevin?
All right, Craig, thank you.
Well, they better not keep Fisher out too long because he's carrying them offensively. Without his 14 points, they would be in real bad trouble right now.
Well, see, and I think the Timberwolves regained a lot of confidence in that second game. The Lakers have to take that away from them here now. The Lakers are still playing a little too passive and look like they're in somewhat of a funk. They've got to get this crowd involved, and they've got to get going.
You know, Derek Fisher's nowhere near the defensive player he was before he had the surgeries on his feet and his quickness on the perimeter. But also, a lot of times when he's out there playing with the starting lineup, he is on an island defending those guys on pick and rolls. We saw Mark Madsen and how effective he was at helping the point guards.
So we begin the second half. Here comes Fox working on Serbiak. Off of Hudson, corralled by Wally. Timberwolves out there with Peeler, Serbiak, Nesterovic, Hudson, and Kevin Garnett. And Garnett in that first half at 14. Nice fake on Robert Horry, and Kevin's got a game-high 16 points.
It's like he doesn't even feel anybody. He's so much taller and longer than the guys he plays against. He just knows he can get a shot anytime. But I expect Serbiak to come in a lot more aggressive in the second half with 2 shot attempts. And like I said last game, he is thirsty to score.
It's Kobe Bryant with the miss. Fox, Horry, Shaq, Kobe, and Fisher out there for Los Angeles. Ahead it goes to Kevin Garnett. Poked away, picked up by Peeler, covered. Garnett, uncontested inside.
Well, the Lakers are turning around looking at the officials. There's no need of looking at the officials right now. They're inactive. The T-Wolves are beating them to loose balls, and they're just playing out, hustling them right now.
We said it right before the end of the half. I see no urgency. I think that they don't realize they're in. There's a free safety steal by Wally Serbiak against the zone. I mean, I don't see anybody with any passion or urgency.
Minnesota's got their biggest lead tonight of 12. And they've started this third quarter with a 6-0 run. Fox diving inside. Peeler's got it. Nice defense by Minnesota, and Hudson the other way.
Laker fans are getting a little restless in here right now, too. They don't want the fans to turn against them. They want them to turn against the T-Wolves.
Rebound by Shaq. He's got 9 rebounds and 9 points. And the other way, Fox off to Robert Ory.
See, this is the way the Lakers played during the regular season. That push-button motivational mentality. You hadn't seen this so far in the playoffs.
And a word. Shaq gets 2 and a foul. And they call it inside on the Timberwolves.
And this is what the coach was showing us in the open right there. We got the center fielder, Wally Szczerbiak. He's moving from side to side wherever he needs to help. He's guarding the ball taken out of bounds right there. Fox does not even recognize the free safety. You got to bench the quarterback right there. Interception.
Shaquille O'Neal. Lane violation. Yep, there was. It's on Nesterovic. He picked up the foul, and so Shaq again with another free throw.
I think when Shaq and Anthony Mason and those guys that shoot, they have that little delay, kind of like Charles's golf swing. You know, they have that delay as they get ready to shoot it. They need to not call that lane violation.
Rebound by Kevin Garnett. 8 rebounds, 18 points for KG. Hudson. He's got 12. This series is tied at 1 apiece. But the Timberwolves are making a move, as is Kevin Garnett, who's gone 2 of 2 to start the second half. 20 points for KG.
I thought Fisher would attack his dribble that time. He didn't attack his dribble, nor did he stay out on his own man.
Bryant down the lane, spoon feeds O'Neal.
That was a beautiful play. Kobe pulled the defense and got Shaq an easy basket. I've got to think that Kobe's shoulders bothered him a little bit, though, in this game, because he usually can get this team charged up with some of his acrobatic moves, and he's not doing that.
Well, yeah, and the shooting percentage. I mean, he still continues to take bad shots if his shoulder is hurting.
Wow! Kevin Garnett has gone 11 of 17 with 22, and he has hit everything he has thrown up to begin this second half. 12-point lead again. Lakers have led by as many as 6.
Frustration, Kevin. Frustration is settling in with the Lakers.
And it's been very effective, Coach. Like you said, they're allowing them to, forcing Robert Ory to bring the ball up the court.
But Kevin Garnett has been a one-man wrecking crew inside and out, with one dazzling move after another, exploiting the defense of Robert Ory and the entire Los Angeles Lakers. It's Minnesota in a surprising 12-point lead in LA.
Log on now for Southwest Airlines $39 to $99 internet specials. Purchased by May 1st. Only at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
Welcome aboard. Please turn off all unapproved electronic devices. We have a very crowded flight today, and all overhead space is full. The captain expects frequent turbulence, so please remain seated at all times. And we do anticipate a late arrival. Thank you.
The Hyundai Santa Fe, with America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you upgrade your travel plan,
The NBA playoffs on TNT. Brought to you by Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. And Jordan. What do you love?
The cop who won't stop is back.
You're the great Sam Gerard.
Yes, I am.
And you always have to win.
Yes, I do. Tommy Lee Jones, Wesley Snipes, U.S. Marshal. Friday at 9 on TNT.
Kevin Garnett had a riveting Game 2 performance of 35 points and 20 rebounds. And tonight, John is picked up where he left off in Minneapolis on Tuesday.
Well, absolutely, and he's a hard guard, almost in a sense, a difficult matchup for the Lakers as Shaq is for them because he goes inside, outside, and it's hard to put that kind of guy on him.
Robert Horry hits a 2.
That big shot by Robert Horry just to stop the bleeding right now. But Kevin Garnett, he is playing great. Remember last year he had a great series also against Dallas. He can't do it all by himself. He's getting some help from Troy Hudson and Wally Serbiak so far, but their defense has been excellent too, and they've neutralized Shaq and Kobe.
Lakers +2 in rebounding. Kobe Bryant makes his way inside.
And just what the doctor ordered, because that kind of move will get this crowd back into this thing.
It's an 8-point game and a Starovich screen. Hudson back to Rasho. Blazers one inside with a double team Garnett. And a foul and a shove on Rick Fox of Los Angeles. Craig, what do you have?
Well, Kobe Bryant's right strained shoulder was very painful at halftime. The medical staff asked him if he wanted any painkillers or treatment. He declined, said he wanted to go out there. The strength was there, but the concern was, will he have the strength come fourth quarter when he gets his 20th field goal attempt? Right now, he's 5 for 15.
All right, Craig, Rick Fox just picked up his 3rd foul. And here comes Wally Serbiak. Although covered well, nails the shot. He's got 11. Hudson's got 12. Garnett 22, and the Timberwolves back on top by 10.
We're seeing the same defensive strategy they're using. They're denying the guards the inbound pass, forcing the forwards to come down. As a result of it, Shaq ends up high trying to relieve pressure.
Serbiak has his 2nd foul.
Well, that didn't look like a foul. That looked like a great defensive play by Wally. He's doing a good job.
Down court to Shaq. Starovich tagging him. Here comes Kobe Bryant. Looking to launch it again. Dives down the lane with the foul called on the lunging Timberwolves.
Good drive. That's what they got to do. They've got to find a way to get to the free throw line.
Well, it probably will bother him to lift those long-range jumpers up that he usually does, and that's probably why Kobe is going to the basket and he's shooting it up with 2 hands. He looks like he's afraid to palm it and put it up with 1, so his shoulder definitely is bothering him.
Dan, here's something you've talked about tonight. The Lakers in the regular season averaged 26 free throw attempts a game. Tonight, that was number 4. There's that 60-point plan, too. We went back to Game 2, and they were below that, -6 tonight. They are way off the pace to get 60 between Bryant and Shaq. Now, between them, they've got 27 points tonight.
And Minnesota has to be prepared. They got to keep scoring the basketball like they've been. They're shooting at 56% over the last 2 games. They got to continue at that pace, but they have to be ready for a surge by this Laker crowd and Shaq and Kobe.
Garnett's first second-half miss. Here comes Fisher. It's an 8-point Laker deficit as they come the other way. They go inside, and a Minnesota foul.
They're trying to force the ball into Shaq right there. You can see they had 2 guys on him, but Shaq is just, he's forcing the issue right now. Second half, he's not in foul trouble. He's just going to push Starovich out of the way. But see, Garnett is right there too. That's a forced pass. But look at Kevin blink his eyes, close them. I don't want to touch him.
Starovich has 3 fouls.
Are you saying you don't defend Shaq, you protect yourself from getting hit by Shaq?
Here's Fox. Horry, Lakers are shooting 43%. Little jump hook inside. Cracked in by Horry. 2 times, he can't get it. And Peeler is off to the races for the Timberwolves, shooting 54%. Kevin Garnett fouled and hits the 2. Wow. He gives you one jaw-dropping move after another. 24 points in the game for Garnett, and 10 have come in here in an electrifying third-quarter performance.
And a good call by the official. Fisher hit his arm on the way up. You can see it from the angle I'm sitting at right here. And, you know, Shaq gets hit like that every time. I mean, by somebody, but he's so big and strong, they don't call those.
I'm glad to see you admit that.
He delivers more abuse, but he takes a lot, too.
That's Kevin Garnett's first free throw attempt tonight.
He shoots a lot of fadeaway shots because of his length. He shoots a free throw every time he shoots a shot because he's so wide open.
Look how far up Shaq is up floor. They're denying everybody now. They're even denying the forward that's coming up to help, and it's forcing Shaq out.
Here's Shaq, doubled by Hudson and Starovich. A 3 by Fisher. He's been key from outside. Rebound, Kobe rips it away from Starovich. Shaq tried to jam. Starovich comes the other way, and Minnesota's got numbers. And Serbiak picked up nicely by Fox. Rebound by Horry.
I tell you what, there are 15 NBA teams watching right now. They hope Minnesota can beat the Lakers.
It's Fisher guarded by Peeler. Peeler's defense on Kobe in game 2 is clutch. Here comes Bryant, popping it inside. Garnett knocks it away. 11 Laker turnovers. Minnesota's got 8 in the game. Hudson for 2. Good! Troy Hudson buries one. He's got 14.
You know, Minnesota should get a lot of credit for this pressure defense, but the Lakers have faced this kind of pressure defense before, and they've done a better job. Right now, the biggest problem for the Lakers is they can't stop Minnesota. They are shooting at such a high percentage.
Timberwolves, their biggest lead tonight is Shaq. Inside, misses twice. Out of bounds and off Los Angeles with 6:03 to play in the third.
Well, see, and this is the thing that they're trying to do. By pressuring and denying everybody the ball up court, look how far out Shaquille O'Neal has to come to relieve the pressure. He's way up court trying to catch the ball. That's exactly what the Timberwolves want to see him do.
Nesterovic is out. Mark Jackson is in. They got Hudson working on Fisher. A Jackson screen. Shaq comes out on him, and there's a Minnesota turnover, number 9.
You know, it'll be interesting to see how Kevin Garnett handles the fourth quarter, too, because Kevin has a frail body. He has a tendency to get tired because he carries too much offensive responsibility.
Shaq with the miss, Fisher with the steal, and Ori's outside. Move inside, Fisher for 2.
And Fisher's strong. I think he delivered a blow on that, too. Not only did he make the pass to go to the free throw line, but he got Troy Hudson right across the face. You don't want to be messing with the linebacker right there. He's going right in hard, goes up hard with his offhand and hits Troy Hudson. I always hated that when you get called for a foul and you got the worst of it.
Well, you were so soft when you played. I can see why you didn't like it. Fisher at the line. Lakers again, a perplexing only 3 of 5 from the stripe. Timberwolves 10 of 11. And here's Fisher with his first free throw tonight.
He started out 4 for 4, and obviously he's been one of the motivating factors behind trying to keep the Lakers somewhere into this thing.
Hudson with quick offense at the other end. Serbiak had it ripped away by Robert Horry.
The Lakers are playing with some urgency now. I mean, they haven't had the production, but they are fighting for loose balls. They're just not making shots.
Kevin Garnett gets his 9th rebound on the Fox miss. Approaching 5 to play. Garnett, Peeler, Hudson, Jackson, and Serbiak for Minnesota. It's Horry, Shaq, Kobe, Fox, and Fisher for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4:50 to play in the third. Horry guarding Kevin Garnett. Rebound by Shaq. He's got 13 rebounds and 13 points. Lakers need to contemplate sending somebody at Garnett. He's getting too much time and too good of a shooter to let have that much time. Kobe sneaking inside, missing again.
And a great move by Kobe, just wasn't able to finish it.
Kobe is 6 of 18 shooting tonight.
You got to believe that that shoulder is hurting him. That's a quality shot that he normally makes.
And all of his shots have been limited to penetration shots now. He's afraid to use the motion of shooting the deep dump shot right now.
With the series tied at 1 win apiece, it's the critical game 3. And the world champions are on the ropes with 4.5 in the third.
Andy McGrady sees his baseline. Beautiful wraparound. Powerful move.
Doesn't Miller Lite taste great?
Yeah, but I like it because it's less filling.
Great taste. Less filling. Great taste. Wait a minute, man. You know, I'd really like to start communicating better.
Oh, and I'd like to create a friendship where we support each other's growth.
Now there's a commercial I'd like to see.
Hot guys.
That's what you need for
Expressing
strong
emotion.
Tell it over a great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
I've got a good idea.
This shirt is chafing me.
Mine too. Mom, Dad, we're here. Oh, great.
Oh.
The Hyundai Sonata with America's best warranty.
Boy, am I hungry.
When life keeps getting better, you win.
Where do you get
its warranty?
Boy, am I hungry.
When life keeps getting better, you win.
Where do you get your pet's flea, tick, and heartworm medications?
Oh, what a hassle. I take the dog, drive to the vet's office, then sit and wait.
I just call 1-800-PET-MEDS, and my pet's medications are delivered right to my door.
Wow, I paid a lot at the vet's office.
And I paid a lot less.
1-800-PET-MEDS guarantees the lowest price on all your pet's medications. Order now and receive free shipping.
A special announcement from the Bargain Network. You can buy cars for as low as $500. Choose from thousands of cars repossessed and seized by the U.S. Customs, IRS, FBI, and private organizations. Call 800-400-4836. Foreclosed homes and distressed properties are selling for as low as $199 a month. HUDs, VAs, repos, and more.
Through the Bargain Network, I got my dream car, and I saved a lot of money.
New cars and homes are being added every day. For listings in your area, call now. 800-400-4836. Call now.
This is the pressure that we're talking about. They're denying the face guarding right here on the guards, and the Wally Szczerbiak is playing for center field, and they can't get the ball inbounds. Throw the ball over the top. They don't see Szczerbiak. Does a great job of anticipating, and easy baskets for the Timberwolves. And right now, it's the trap is being effective. Not quite as effective as it was in game 2, but their offense as well.
Well, the thing that the trap does, even if you don't get your turnovers, your rush shots, it sets fatigue in. And it also starts you to rush your half-court sets because it cuts down a lot of the clock. And obviously, you talked about the other teams watching this, Danny. They're going to, when they play the Lakers, if they play the Lakers, I should say, they're going to try this. The Lakers have to solve this thing right now, or the other teams are going to be encouraged to try to front the guards and force the forwards to handle the ball.
I still think the biggest thing that the Lakers are having trouble with is just stopping Minnesota. They're shooting 53% right now. They're getting high-quality shots, and there's nothing they can do. They just have to hope Minnesota starts missing so they can have some opportunities in the open court.
Mark Jackson's not missing now, guarded by newly instated Mark Madsen. And here is a floater to Kobe at the other end. With Minnesota on top, 71-58. This equals their biggest lead of 13 points.
Szczerbiak in that possession didn't do a good job in playing that center field. They should not be able to throw that pass.
There's Madsen, clubbed by Gill. And Kendall coming across the front, picks up his third. Lakers have hit 5 threes, and Minnesota has doused 3 three-point shots. Here is the dominance in the third quarter by Minnesota.
You just see it right there. I mean, the Lakers can't score. You see Kobe go 6 for 18 on occasion. He's a perimeter guy and takes shots. You hardly ever see Shaq 6 for 18 from the field. That is not a good sign.
Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with what you were saying about where he's receiving the basketball. That's a tribute to the T-Wolves defense. They're giving Shaq the ball in positions where he doesn't want to have it right now.
Lakers are only 3 of 7 from the free throw line. So, John, you're saying the further out they push Shaq from his comfort zone, the better off they're going to be.
Absolutely. He's not in a position to rebound because Shaq is a very good athlete. After he misses, he can recover and rebound. You get them in a further position away from the floor, away from the basket.
Yep. And they got Hudson. And under 4 to play here in this third quarter. And knocked away by Fisher. Taken by Jackson. Shot clock at 9. Here's Garnett uncovered.
Fisher did a great job. Again, you could see Mark Madsen do a great job of giving Fisher support. Fisher has got to love playing defense with Mark Madsen. It's the other end of the court that they struggle.
Here's Kobe Bryant. Fox. They swing it over to Fisher for 3. And that is the 5th three-point hit by Fisher by himself tonight.
And we didn't see very many of those open looks in game 2. So the Lakers have made the adjustment. They're doing a good job forcing the double teams, and Fisher has made them pay.
Fisher's got a Laker high 19. Garnett has a game high 25.
Well, see, and they're isolating Garnett. That's where the help has got to come to do something to try to get Madsen some help right there.
Oh, look at Madsen and Kevin Garnett go at it. Jousting inside, and the crowd is finally alive here in Los Angeles. Sometimes it takes a mad dog to get this crowd going.
Glue! He's getting inside Kevin Garnett's skin, but you can't out-wrestle Mark Madsen.
Well, see, and just Madsen's emotions tend to trigger this team and get them involved. You wouldn't think that they would need that during the playoffs, and you would think they would need his emotions during the regular season for incentive. But he's helping them right now because they're very flat.
I love that guy.
Well, you called him Elmer Glue earlier in the game.
Because he's the glue that keeps the team together, and his skin. It looks like Elmer's glue.
Said everything about him, but put a muzzle on him. You see, his emotions have triggered this crowd. This crowd has been extremely flat, understandably so, because the Lakers haven't done anything.
Garnett may win this jump ball.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah. With ease. But Gill couldn't get it. And Gill draws the foul as he shoved Derek Fisher to the floor.
Well, this Laker crowd is starting to wake up. They got their cell phones in their pockets, turned in opposition.
And it happened once Matson came in the game. And
exactly.
You know, he has that kind of effect on the game, but you still got to wonder why you need him for incentive during the playoff games if you're the Lakers.
Foul problems. Gill now has 4 for Minnesota. Everyone else with 3 or less. And for the Lakers, just a couple guys with 3, Fox and Fisher. No one with 4. That's the foul story. 4 of 9 free throw shooting by the Lakers tonight. And the Wolves 10 of 11.
Fisher's been huge, you know, getting Matson in the game. Ori, who's not used to starting and playing this many extended minutes, asked to come out of the game. He was waving at Phil to get him out. He was so tired.
Minnesota -1 in rebounding, and here come the Timberwolves, and they're shooting 51%. And Strickland across the lane. Spoon feeds Peeler. Somehow stuck that pass inside.
Great pass.
And Peeler's got his first 2 points tonight.
What a great play by Strickland right there, but Kobe just lost total sight of Peeler.
Manson, look at him, rejected again by Kevin Garnett. And Manson shoves Serbiak out of bounds with a hip check and draws a foul.
Well, Manson's getting caught up in the spirit of the game now. He's moving out of his comfort zone now.
That's the white doctor right there.
Here's Strickland, who takes it down and kicks it back out. Serbiak for 3. Rebound by Manson. He has energized the Lakers coming off the bench. Kobe Bryant met by 3 defending Timberwolves the other way.
Well, that's respect for what he's capable of doing when he's not hurt, but obviously he's struggling to get inside.
Manson sends a screen, and Fisher hits his 6th three-point shot. He's got a Laker-high 23 points.
And that's what you got to do if you're Mark Madsen. If you're not effective and nobody's guarding you, go set screens for the shooters. And the Lakers shooters have got to make those shots.
Here's Garnett. The Mad Dog is on. Shot clock at 4. Garnett again. Rebounded by Fisher, who is doing it all and leads the team the other way.
I was going to say, we're giving a lot of credit to Matson. We better start really giving a lot more to Fisher, because Fisher's definitely the one Laker that's playing like he knows he's in a playoff game.
And this is a game where, without Fisher, the Lakers would be dead, because Shaq has only 13 points and Kobe has 14, and both of them are 6 of 18 from the field. Shooting tonight is Kevin Garnett, was just tagged with his 2nd personal foul. And here's Kobe at the free throw line. And it's the first tomorrow night ESPN Game 3 doubleheader, Detroit, Orlando, Dallas, Portland. And on NBA TV at 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night, Game 3, San Antonio, Phoenix. All the information you need is on NBA.com. America Online, keyword NBA.com.
All you people on the East Coast, it's just starting to wake up. It's party time here in LA.
Lakers on a 9-2 run. Serbiak, Fox is on him. Serbiak trying to manufacture something, knocked away, and here comes Bryant, knocked away by Strickland, and the Wolves retake it.
Now Kobe should have taken off. He could have busted down the corner. They could have hit him wrong on that play.
He's not the same guy tonight for some reason.
Boy, I know he's got a chicken wing, but he still can run.
But Danny, I mean, he is not the same impressive Kobe Bryant we have seen.
He's aggressive. The guy's getting shots up. It's not like it's affecting the FGAs.
Well, it never does for shooters like you, as Fisher picks up his 4th personal foul, right, John? Huh?
I'm ready to leave that one alone. He can run. He was calling the guy a free safety in the center fielder. He can't run in this sport. He's got to take the ball with him.
So Fisher's got 4, and that is the most of any Laker, and he will leave. Here comes Joe Smith for the first time in a couple games for the Timberwolves, taking the place of Kevin Garnett. Smith still not 100% healthy. He has been battling some injuries, a left knee in particular.
If a guy's hurt, you don't want to put him in out there against the Mad Dog.
Here's Strickland. Mad Dog with the flash of defense. Jackson. Boy, he has hit that shot right around the circle the entire series.
Well, it's a good sign also when the T-Wolves can match the emotions that are in this arena right now.
And they just have to keep scoring, and that's what they're having trouble. The Lakers are just having a tough time stopping the Timberwolves. Half court and open court.
Shooting 52%. Strickland with a nice deceptive fake and Pargo bit and sailed by. And Strickland gets it. Oh, here comes Shaq the other way, coming down hard in the lower part of his back. Yeah, that'll make you gasp if you're a Laker fan.
Well, I think Joe was trying to make him make the free throws. He wasn't intentionally trying to do it, but he caught Shaq while Shaq was in the air, which is a dangerous play.
I think Shaq just came down.
I agree. I think he slipped.
You know, the Laker fans here, Shaq wants a flagrant foul right here, but Joe Smith just slapped his arm.
Yeah. But the thing is, when a body that big drops that hard, man, you all hear it and feel it. That is 350 pounds with no cushion.
He's got a lot of cushion.
Well, I mean, you know. I don't know what I'm saying.
That was an earthquake. That was a California earthquake.
We just had a little
there.
quake there, about a 3-4 on the Richter.
But the big guy hurts also when he hits the floor.
John, exactly. Dan never understands it.
I understand that. He fell a long way. That had to hurt.
26 seconds, yeah. Well, that's what that indentation is. A little full court by Los Angeles. There's a difference of a second between the game clock and the shot clock, and there are fouls to give neither way right now.
Ryan Pargo's got to be careful not to get a silly foul and just put Strickland on the free throw line.
There is Strickland over Shaq. Jackson caught it, puts it up, and is fouled on the play.
You know, Flip did a great job of putting Strickland in right now because he's buying times. If you look at Strickland, he's moving slow motion because he's hurt, but look at him negotiate, getting into the lane. You know, he's just so shrewd. He's a great interior pass. He misses this shot, but pulls the defense, which enables Jackson to get the putback.
Hansen picks up his second foul. Jackson has come off the bench. If you take a look at Ron Strickland, he's played a wonderful game tonight with 6 points and 7 assists in 11 minutes. And here's Mark Jackson. And John, you touched on this in game 2 tonight. 6 points in the third quarter, 8 points for the game in a role that they need him to fill. In every way, he is answering the call.
Well, it's no question about it because just what he just did, to follow a shot, put back, to give a physical presence out there. I'm certain he didn't intend to hit Fox, but that's a part of his role, to give that physical presence to this team underneath.
Danny, on that note, Minnesota's bench has outscored the Laker bench 22-7.
Well, where's this guy been all year? That's what I keep wanting. I mean, he was sitting on the bench, Mark Jackson, all year long.
Pargo for 3, and the Lakers nail their 8th three-point shot. Seconds remaining. Peeler trying to beat the buzzer and cannot. And so the Lakers show they are alive, yet down by 9 at the end of 3. They've trailed by as many as 13. And Kevin Garnett has put on quite a show here in Hollywood with 25 points. And he is in double figures in rebounding as well. We go to the 4th with Minnesota on top, 80-71 on TNT.
Little boy asks his neighbors why they're always working on their yard. Neighbor looks up. Nothing more relaxing. Nothing wrong with getting your hands dirty, she adds. Little boy's dad asks how they manage it all. Neighbor nods across the yard. Nothing runs like a deer. John Deere lawn and garden tractors. Durability, precision, versatility, and exclusive support for everyone who puts more into their yard and expects more out of their tractor.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a lawn and garden powerhouse with powerful names like John Deere, Honda, Weber, and Char-Broil, and powerful ideas for patios, gardens, yards, and decks, all in one place. It's the guaranteed low price every day to make every dollar work, and the power to turn the outdoors into the great outdoors. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
told you she had a boyfriend.
The Hyundai Tiburon, with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you can be counted on, you win.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. Just dial right down the center, 1-800-CALLATT.
It's free for you and cheap for them.
Don't touch that.
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
I'm about to bring it like you ain't never heard.
That's what I'm talking about.
Feel the beat of the Drumline, now on DVD and video. Drumline, own it today.
I just thought I had a little something on the end.
Boys, do we have another upset in the making here?
I don't like the lineup I see coming out of the Laker huddle right here. This is small ball again. Devin George to the power forward with Mark Madsen at center.
And they got Jannero Pargo, Brian Shaw, and Kobe Bryant. That's how the Lakers begin the fourth. And an outside pass goes errant. Strickland looking for Peeler. Out there with Smith, Jackson, and Serbiat. Minnesota coughs it up for the 13th time, same as Los Angeles tonight.
But I don't like how easy Strickland was able to penetrate right there.
Well, and the thing that's got to happen is that the T-Wolves have to take care of the ball, but they don't want to become too cautious. Strickland's a great guard for controlling the tempo.
Oh, a big three-point hit by Devin George. He's got 5. The Lakers have hit 9 3-point shots tonight. Minnesota has hit 3.
Okay, I do like that small lineup. If they're going to get out of the triangle and spread the floor and try to take Rod Strickland off the dribble, which is what they did that possession.
Joe Smith with a great-looking turnaround, and the Wolves answer at the other end as Joe Smith off the bench moments ago with his first 2.
And George can't afford to let a guy post up that low on him in there. A guy even smaller can get that shot off if you let him get that close.
Pargo misses everything. Minnesota has led by as many as 13. The Lakers have led by as many as 6. And here comes Rocket Rod Strickland. The Timberwolves are shooting 53% for the game.
And Minnesota is going to have to continue to score. They're going to have to continue to answer the Laker runs and their passion on the road.
Serbiak's got 11. Defended by Shaw. Short right there. Knocked away. Loose inside and grabbed by Kobe. The Lakers are +2 in rebounding. A little shake and bake by Kobe Bryant. Posting in for 2. What a play by Kobe Bryant.
It's all right, this is where they got to keep your poise. Championship basketball, the Timberwolves have just got to keep matching. They got to find a way to get a basket.
And you don't want to get Kobe charged up in here.
And you want to get Kevin Garnett back in as soon as you can.
You want to get Kevin in and charged up.
Lakers on a 9-2 run. Jackson had to force it. Devin George has the ball. And that is a foul called on Rod Strickland. Or do they put it on Jackson?
And this is Kobe shaking and baking. This is one of the first times that you've seen him in this game get loose like this and really do this yo-yo move. He's been very conservative in protecting his arm.
And Madsen does a good job right here. Jackson, he does a good job of staying in front of him. Jackson just leans in, tries to get the call, fouls Madsen after the shot. Good call by the official.
Jackson picks up the foul. Kevin Garnett back in for Minnesota. Here comes the hard-charging 36-year-old Brian Shaw. Devin George. Kobe Bryant. ball rotation. George for three. Rebound by Anthony Peeler.
No offensive rebounds by the Lakers right there. When the shot went up, I didn't see enough urgency going to try to get position on the offensive glass.
Lakers are shooting 40% for the game from the field. A drive inside by Troy Hudson.
No interior defense either. Madsen's man setting the screen on the outside, and he's only about 6'8". Devin George, a shooting guard, basically, was the only one to come over and contest the shot.
Well, when Shaq's not in there, the T-Wolves probably feel like they've been released from jail.
There's a foul away from the ball. It's on Minnesota.
And you know, Garnett, he's just zoning. He's just playing a zone right there. He doesn't have any honor or respect for Mark Madsen, and so he's just able to stop anything. Right here, Pargo is hustling, but he's not being effective.
Peeler just picked up his fourth foul. Kobe Bryant. And Kobe scores for the first time in a long time. He's got 20 points.
Pargo's creating a lot of energy out there, but he's getting beat off the dribble every time. He's just not the experienced defender that Derek Fisher is.
Garnett doubled and draped. Tried to throw behind his back. Pargo was there. It's off Los Angeles. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Big clock at 9:01.
Well, there was a great anticipation on Pargo's part, but I agree 100% with Danny. If I'm Pargo and I want playing time, I stay in front of Hudson at all costs. If I don't stay in front of him, I make sure that he doesn't go by me by holding him and trying to knock him down. But you can't let the coach see Hudson go by you that easily.
Inbound to Hudson. Good screen by Smith. The wide open Johnny, and he can't get it. Kevin Garnett grabs it again.
But another play where the rookie just got outsmarted by Hudson.
Hudson again. 2 consecutive misses on that possession by Hudson. 16 points, 4 assists. It's Shaw the other way with 8:40 to play in the game.
Hill's doing a great job of denying Kobe the ball.
George drives inside. That's 7 points for Devin George off the bench. He was born and raised in Minneapolis, and as a kid followed the Timberwolves.
A great play, but it looked like Joe Smith, who almost leads the league in taking charges. Joe Smith does a good job coming over. His feet look like they get outside the dotted line.
Joe Smith picks up his second personal foul.
They were there just slightly moving underneath them. That's a questionable call. We'll give them that.
Chrysler designs are some of the most innovative on the road. Now for 2003, get values to match on Chrysler's Road to Value. Get a generous $3,000 cash allowance or 0% financing for 60 months on America's favorite convertible, the 2003 Chrysler Sebring, with comfortable seating for 4. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Great products, great warranty, great deals. All add up to the best values in America. See your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
Here we go.
Death can come for us at any time, in any place.
It is inevitable.
The hell it is.
The Matrix Reloaded, rated R, starts May 15th.
Right now at TGI Fridays, dig into our new delicious sizzling chicken and cheese with sautéed vegetables and our signature mashed potatoes for just $8.99. Come get a taste of our new bold flavor.
The cop who won't stop is back.
You're the great Sam Gerard.
Yes, I am.
And you always have to win.
Yes, I do. Tommy Lee Jones, Wesley Snipes, U.S. Marshals. Tomorrow at 9 on TNT. In New York, all of Melanie's dreams have come true.
Oh my God.
Now she's going back home to Alabama.
Daddy! He's about to surrender! Thank you!
To see her family.
Melanie? Look at you!
Look at you! You have a baby! In a bar!
But she never expected to fall back in love with her high school sweetheart.
I'm really happy in New York.
But this fits too.
Reese Witherspoon, Sweet Home Alabama.
Can he swim?
Doesn't look like it. On Blockbuster pay-per-view movies.
Playoff hockey is gritty hockey, period. Finish your hits, play hard, and let's have some fun. If you look at playoff goals, a lot of them are scored from right in front of the net, whether it's banging in rebounds or tipping in pucks. It's a whole new respect for the whole game. When you walk out to the ice surface, the building will just shake in excitement. It's just unbelievable feeling. You know, this is why you're here.
Take advantage of this special combo offer and get the rest of this season and all of next season for just $149.
I think it really comes down to heart and desire. The team that wants it the most is going to win.
Here we go. Come on. Hey, let's pick up our pressure. Here we go. 1, 2, straight. Win. Only one shot.
Well, here's what Shaq and Kobe have done in this series and tonight. And as you can see, so far, not matching what they've done in the first 2 games in this best-of-7 first-round slate with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Devin George at the free throw line, 8:30 to play. And the Lakers have come back from 13 down and trail by 4, and they could cut it more with George here.
That was a fortunate call. I can't say it was a horrible call. It was fortunate. It was close. Joe Smith might have been moving, but he was definitely outside the dotted line. Big play for the Lakers.
Garnett's got 25 and 12 rebounds to lead Minnesota. 23 for Fisher, 20 for Bryant, 14 for Shaq. Here's Hudson. Moving on the rookie Pargo, lobbing inside, looking for Nesterovic, and a bad pass intercepted by George.
Pargo can't guard Hudson. He just can't stay in front of him.
He's not smart enough, or experienced enough, I should say.
Inside to Shaq, double team. Oh, he got it. He pulls the trigger, and somehow, someway, it goes in. He's got 16. And they had him covered inside.
Again, Minnesota's got to be careful. Good defense, though. Garnett comes over. Perfect trap right there. Not a lot of room to get that shot off. That's a miracle shot. They don't have a problem if he doesn't make the shot and he goes to the free throw line on that kind of play.
Garnett's got 3 fouls, and Shaq John completes the three-point play.
Well, that's the danger of a guy like Shaq, and therein lies his value, because he can erase problems by 1 basket, 2 baskets. He doesn't have to make a bushel, just make the right baskets at the right time.
Los Angeles on a 12-4 run to start the 4th quarter. Garnett triple team. Wide open, Hudson for 3. Good! Troy Hudson buries a triple, and he's got 19 for the game.
I kind of like the gamble. Pargo almost had the steal. He gambled and came backdoor on Kevin Garnett in the post, but he didn't, and Hudson made him pay. And that's what Minnesota has to keep doing. They got to anticipate this kind of run, but they got to keep scoring.
Shaq. And O'Neal's warming up with 19 himself.
I tell you, Minnesota's got to give some attention to Shaq now. If he puts it on the floor, you got to snap back. Maybe don't go on the pass, but you got to go on the dribble.
14 fouls for Minnesota. Lakers are yet to commit a foul. And Garnett fronting inside on George. And a foul. And it's on Kevin Garnett as he tries to create inside. He's got 4 personal fouls for the game.
Holy cow.
That surprises Flip Saunders.
I can't say what Flip Saunders said, but I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
Read his lips.
I know what he said.
That's a big play right there.
Shaw knocked away by Serbiak and picked up by Garnett. Ahead to Hudson. And Pargo right there.
That was great defense by Pargo, stopping him in the open court.
Laker foul, it's on Shaw. He's got 2.
Pargo has the quickness. Hudson just usually has the experience, but right here he does an excellent job. That's the hardest thing in the world, when a guy's running down at you full court and you're backpedaling. Great defense by Pargo.
And the team defense was also, which is good. They've got to do this because Hudson hasn't been having a lot of difficulty going by.
Troy Hudson again. Rebound by Shaw out there with Shaq, Kobe, Pargo, and Devin George. That's the Laker 5.
And a good defensive possession right there by Pargo. Hudson had the open shot, but he was close enough to know that he was there.
Shaq doubled. Nesterovic trying to shove him outside. Pargo for 3. Rebound, Devin George. He has been a vacuum inside for rebounding. Wheeler knocks it away. Saved by Shaw. Shot clock at 18. And this is Kobe Bryant. Picked up by Garnett on the perimeter. Into Shaq. Over to Nesterovic.
Where's the double team? Don't leave the game plan now.
Works tied at 87 with under 6 to play. Nesterovic, Serbiak, Hudson, Peeler, and Garnett, the Minnesota 5 on the floor. Garnett, a deceptive move, but he can't get it to go. And the Lakers come the other way, looking for their first lead in a long time. They're shooting 70% in the fourth quarter.
And I like the defense of Devin George. He's got the quickness to keep Kevin Garnett in front of him and the strength to keep Kevin from backing him down.
Well, it's a vast difference between knowing how to play this game and knowing how to win at it. Shaq is showing right now that he understands that this is winning time.
Shaquille O'Neal is coming back. And with his play, we open the broadcast by saying when the Lakers are in trouble, they go inside to Shaquille O'Neal. And they've done it again tonight.
And that's a key point, Kevin, too, because it doesn't matter about the quantity. It's the quality of baskets that he's making in this ball game.
Playoff basketball, it's different than the regular season.
Over 40 games in 40 nights. TNT, exclusive home of the NBA Western Conference Finals. Win or go home. The drama of the NBA playoffs continues.
On TNT. TNT.
Are you a real fan? Want to go to the playoffs? Who's going to win it all?
Here, baseline draw.
Looking for some playoff gear? Having fun yet? Need a score? Want the inside scoop? Then log on to NBA.com and be a part of the 2003 NBA playoffs. For polls and chats, log on to NBA.com or America Online keyword NBA.com.
NBA.com, right?
Experience the NBA online. NBA.com.
When your first name is Armor, you don't just clean and shine. You protect with just a wipe. Armor All Protectant Wipes.
Ready? Go! Hey, come here. You need to make a collect call? Just dial to the center with 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them. He's gone.
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Time tonight.
Me too.
Well, I guess it's getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late. Yeah, it's getting so dark.
See ya.
Call me?
We are back in Los Angeles. Time now for Budweiser's presentation of Danny Ainge has caught my eye.
Thanks, Kevin. Great week of playoffs. Thanks, catching my eye. Somebody please, please break the playoff curse hanging over Jamal Mashburn and the Hornets. Fewer minutes during the regular season are resulting in a fresher Steve Nash this playoffs. McGrady is unreal, but where are the other Magic? Come on, G-Men. Boston's defense has been stifling, holding the Pacers to 6 of the first 32 shots. Rodney, make the free throws. Does this remind you of the Robert Horry shot last year?
Big shot. He's the only guy sleeping inside this building right now because the Lakers have come back from 13 down to tie the game at 87.
Well, the interesting thing about it, both Kobe and Shaq have stepped up for the moment. And that's great because they realize it's winning time going on right now.
It's George looking for Shaq, guarded by Nesterovic. Where's the double? Garnett's kind of there. Fox cleans it up. Garnett volleyballs it away. And a foul on Minnesota inside, and Kevin Garnett picks it up for the Timberwolves. He's got 5.
Well, Kevin's picked up 2 questionable fouls in the last couple minutes here. Fouls he's not really happy with, and I don't blame him.
So now the Lakers, who have not led since a minute remained in the first quarter when they were up 24-22, have a chance to take a lead, and Rick Fox could do the damage.
Right here, Garnett, who's he fouling? Who's he fouling?
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me. This is the playoffs, fourth quarter.
Players make mistakes. Officials make mistakes.
You can't make that mistake. You gotta see a foul before you call it.
It's a 2-point Los Angeles lead with 5.5 to play.
Good offensive rebound by Rick Fox right there, though.
Los Angeles has outscored Minnesota 18-7 in this fourth quarter. Foul away from the ball. It's on LA. And Devin George, he's got 2.
And Robert Horry has to come out of the game midway through the third quarter, and he hasn't been put back in. He might not be asking for that oxygen next game.
Well, you know, and sometimes when a player realizes he's not playing the way he ought to be playing, it's a good thing to say that, you know, I want to come out. But you're absolutely correct. You're giving somebody else an opportunity, too. But I think Horry is experienced enough, though, Kevin, to know how he's playing.
Oh, and he's happy. I mean, Devin George is playing good. Madsen came in and gave him a good lift. He's all right with that.
They're checking the clock. It's okay. Nesterovic. And into Garnett. Working on George. And this for the tie. Rebound by Shaquille O'Neal, who's grabbed 14 rebounds, has 21 points. Garnett has missed his last 6 shots for the Timberwolves.
And he didn't even recognize the double team coming that time. He caught him off guard because they haven't been double teaming him the whole game.
Shaq is fouled again.
The big fella is awake.
And he gets shaken into that state in the fourth quarter, just in time to rescue his champion Lakers. It goes on Nesterovic, who has 4. And here is Shaq, who is 3 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. The Lakers as a team, 10 of 19. Minnesota, 11 of 12.
Shaq's getting an awful lot of time once he catches that ball in that post to make his offensive maneuver. Certainly they fouled him, which probably they should do at this point. But if they give him that much time, he's going to score a bunch of points in these next 4 minutes.
Fisher's got 23, O'Neal's got 21, and Kobe's got 20. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Chrysler designs are some of the most innovative on the road. Now for 2003, get values to match on Chrysler's Road to Value. Get a generous $3,000 cash allowance or 0% financing for 60 months on America's favorite convertible, the 2003 Chrysler Sebring, with comfortable seating for 4. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Great products, great warranty, great deals. All add up to the best values in America. See your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
There are at least 100 things you'd rather do than deal with the stress of filling out an application and qualifying for a home loan. But if you want the benefits of refinancing, it seems you have no choice.
I can't make it tonight. I want to get this loan application finished.
At AmeriQuest Mortgage, we give you a choice and a much easier way to get a loan. You see, at AmeriQuest, you work with one local loan advisor, someone who takes the time to explain things and actually does the paperwork for you. Someone who treats you like more than a credit score. Someone like me. With 2 decades of experience and over 200 branches nationwide, AmeriQuest knows how to offer you the no-stress home loan. The time is right, so call AmeriQuest now at 1-800-309-9850 or go to AmeriQuest.com. That's 1-800-309-9850. Call AmeriQuest, the company that knows you are more.
Witness a dream.
NASA wants to send us into space.
40 years in the making.
Shoot this baby to the moon.
Space Cowboys. Saturday night after the NBA on TNT. We know drama.
Spectacular finishes presented by Armor All White.
We're down to 7 seconds. Bryant putting the move on Christie. Rebound O'Neal. Coming up short. Horry for the win. Yes!
Big time shot by Big Shot Rob.
Just like Rodney Rogers shot tonight. Only there was 2 seconds left.
That's the night by Robert Horry, who started but has not seen a lot of action in this second half. Lakers at the line again. Minnesota had 10 first half free throw attempts. They've had 2 in the second half. Shaq at the strike. Rebound by Serbiak, and rebounding tonight, Minnesota is -4 in that category.
I got a feeling Shaq is going to go to the free throw line a few more times before this is over, until he makes a couple anyway.
Here's Garnett, who's picked up 3 fouls in the last 3 minutes of the game. Shot clock at 5. Hudson. Shot clock at 1. Garnett's got a fire. Shot clock violation.
That's great defense by Devin George and Derek Fisher. Experienced guys. Fisher couldn't get through the screen. Devin George switched out when he recognized the shot clock was down.
Well, and that exposed the fact that Hudson is not accustomed to playing the point position, too, because he wasn't aware of it. He had the ball, he threw it, and they were just playing lackadaisically. A more experienced point guard like Strickland would have realized the clock. 16
Minnesota turnovers tonight, 4 in the quarter. Lakers have 14 turnovers for the game. Full court pressure. Peeler on Kobe. George's screen, and Garnett picks him right up. They tremble. Kobe down the lane and takes off, and Garnett is there with the defense and the loose ball. Hudson, Serbiak slashing inside and has the reverse. And that ties the game at 89.
And it's only their second fast break basket in the second half for the T-Wolves.
Oh, and a foul on Fisher. And the quick turnover for Los Angeles.
Well, now the officials realize that Kevin Garnett's got 5, and so they do not want to foul him out. Kobe goes to the basket strong. Garnett might have got away with one right there.
Well, that's a makeup because he didn't foul him the last time.
Well, see, and this is a fast break the other way by Serbiak, but as I said, this is only the second fast break basket that the T-Wolves have had an opportunity to get. That's one reason they're not going to the line.
Under 4 to play, and Peeler picked up by Kobe. Garnett, and this is for the lead. And Kevin Garnett, who had missed so many shots, has his first field goal since halfway through the third quarter. And Garnett with a Timberwolves high, 27 points tonight. He had missed 7 straight.
Well, he's all right if he just needs to make about 3 of the next 4, that's all. They've got to keep scoring.
Well, and here's that full court pressure again that they have. Even Serbiak is overplaying this time Fox. Great play.
Fox has it. That's how the Lakers have handled Minnesota's full court press tonight. They go into Shaq, and a whistle blown before the pass, and a 3-second violation on Shaquille O'Neal and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Good defense right there. I thought when Shaq hit Fox, that Fox should have just thrown it up by the rim, because Nesterovic took a step to slow down Shaq.
Or when Shaq caught it,
Kobe.
Or when Shaq caught it, Fox should have made a hard cut because the Lakers did a good job of throwing a deep pass.
Garnett with the miss. Here comes Fisher. And the Lakers the other way. They're shooting 42% for the game.
Shaq's got to be the first option. They're going to let him touch it and react off of that.
George, Fox. Shot clock is at 6. Kobe for the tie. Nesterovic and O'Neal, and out of bounds off of Minnesota.
I just hope Minnesota understands the urgency of this opportunity.
Oh, they changed the call as Ronnie Nunn has overruled the initial call, and the Timberwolves get it back with 3:05 to play.
I thought Flip Saunders overruled it, Kevin. He was almost right down into the play.
It's Garnett again with the game high 27. Working on George. Corkscrews up, and he has 2 more. And Minnesota leads by 4.
2 big buckets right there by Kevin Garnett. It's no fluke that this team is shooting 50% and 60%. Last game, 56, 50 in game 1. They're the only team in the league that shot 50% against the Lakers in the whole regular season.
And Garnett is doing what he's getting paid for. You love it when the superstar steps up at a crucial point. And this is a crucial point.
John, hasn't this been the knock on Garnett not stepping up at crunch time?
Well, absolutely, and I think unfairly so.
Here comes Hudson after the steal and the great trapping defense, and the Timberwolves are
are on an 8-0 run with 2.5 left in regulation.
Jackson asked for a timeout. He's mad at Fox because Fox didn't see it.
Bryant crashing inside to Nesterovic, and a foul on Rasho Nesterovic of Minnesota.
And Fisher made a big mistake. He did a great job of running that ball down, diving on the floor, but he needed to call timeout and make sure they were organized.
They're going to bring in Robert Horry with 2:20 to play, and Kobe Bryant 4 of 4 at the free throw line right now for the defending champions.
And you've got to respect the T-Wolves because they're answering the rallies that the Lakers are making in here. They are obviously not intimidated the way they were the first ball game of the Lakers.
And you can see a difference in Kevin Garnett. I mean, there is the guy, the champion, the leader of this team. They needed baskets to when they got behind the Lakers, 2 huge buckets in a row.
And isn't this what Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson been harping on this guy about for a long time? He did not have the call to take over the game late in the game.
Well, one thing is the Lakers are allowing him to. They're not double teaming him. Last year, Dallas was taking the ball out of his hands, and he had to rely on his teammates. The Lakers have not double teamed Kevin Garnett but 2 times this entire game.
Here's Garnett again. This time it's Horry to defend, or try to defend. Shaq knocks it away. Horry's defense was there. Shaq has got 4 blocks. Fisher to Fox, who almost turned it over. And Shaq saves it again. Fisher for a 3. Rebound, Kevin Garnett inhales the loose ball, and he's got 14 rebounds, 29 points.
A blown opportunity by the Lakers. They should have had that one.
Well, Fisher threw the ball about 2 steps too late to Fox. He would have had a chance to dunk the ball.
Here's Peeler, and a foul on the Lakers on that loose ball. And with Shaq there, it's a foul on O'Neal for the first time in the game.
That was a huge miss opportunity, though, right there on that fast break. Fisher just didn't deliver the ball. Good job by Peeler. He's really played a great floor series as he pounds the floor.
Well, and his competitiveness, too. You're right. The little things, diving on the floor, trying to deny Kobe, not letting him get too caught up in the game as Kobe usually does at this time of the game.
That was the first foul in the last 2 minutes, and so here comes Hudson. Peeler slips, the former Laker. Kobe's upset that a travel wasn't called. Kevin Garnett over Horry. Garnett does it again! Kevin Garnett's got a game-high 31.
Can you believe they're not running a guy at him? He can get a shot anytime he wants, and he's starting to make them.
Bryant the other way, guarded by Peeler. Approaching a minute to play in regulation. And Bryant wheels. And Horry finds Fisher. Back to Kobe, launching a 3. Inside, Fox gets the ball, tosses it back in.
Big basket right there. The Lakers are playing with a lot of urgency. The problem is, again, they can't stop the Timberwolves. What are they going to do to stop Kevin Garnett? Only his 11th 30-point game this entire year, but back-to-back games, and he's scored all the big baskets for him.
He scored Minnesota's last 6 points.
Well, and he's scoring them from everywhere, inside, outside. He's a hard match, particularly when you have to go outside.
Here comes Fisher. Danny, are the Timberwolves using enough clock as they go inside the shot?
Yeah, you got to keep attacking. You can't use it all yet. They're not forcing bad shots. They're taking good shots. You know, we said Kevin had to make 3 of his last 4. Well, he's 3 of his last 5. But right here, it's just one-on-one basketball. He's getting the shot anytime he wants. You know, again, those guys were criticizing him. If he gets double-teamed, he obviously has to get that ball, and somebody else is going to have to make it.
Well, Shaq missing right there.
And right now, Kevin's just such a hard matchup, particularly when he's going well, because you're talking about a guy who can go inside, can go outside. He's got a lot of mobility, and he's high above traps in a lot of instances.
Right here, he steps through, does a good move, but Shaq alert, weak side coming over. No defense for the step back.
And Kevin Garnett is carrying the Timberwolves.
Can Jimmy play?
Oh, yeah. Jimmy?
Oops.
Can Jimmy come play?
Hi, Derek. Jimmy?
Can Jimmy play?
Jimmy?
Slot right, Texas. 22-on-2.
Whoa. It's my job.
worry about that. I got you covered. My man, good luck.
The I-3 pressure from RBK, only at Foot Locker. Know what I'm saying?
Saturday night playoff action continues on TNT. New Jersey at Milwaukee. That's game 4. And then Philadelphia at New Orleans. That is game 3. That's the playoff action coming up on TNT on Saturday. With Danny Ainge, Craig Sager, and John Thompson, Kevin Harlan, the sold-out Staples Center. Kevin Garnett has been terrific in this contest, but lately, as the game is wound down, a time that he has been heavily criticized for not stepping up. He's not only John Thompson stepped up, he has stepped up by leaps and bounds.
Well, he's definitely stepped up. And I think a lot of it has to do with the set of circumstances that he's in. He's getting some help. Hudson has shown up in this series. Serbiak is playing much better. Peele is doing a great job on defense. You can't do it against the Lakers by yourself, but certainly he's been very instrumental in their offense right now.
Danny, what do you think of those fourth quarter numbers by Garnett in this series?
Well, 3 for 8 in the game tonight, but he's done a great job in the fourth quarter. But again, I think Kevin Garnett has always done a good job in the fourth quarter of games, especially when teams are going to allow him to play one-on-one in the post. He can get that little fadeaway step-back jump shot anytime he wants.
Missed free throws are absolutely destroying the Los Angeles Lakers. 12 of 24 for the game. Lane violation right there. 12 of 23 because they didn't count that last one. So the violation with 36.6 to play in regulation. Shaq gets another try and gets that one.
That's big. That's only one possession now. If he missed that, that's a big violation.
Hudson, Garnett, fouled by Fox with 33 seconds to play.
Well, and that shows the value of Garnett also. You put him back to relieve the pressure. He's a guy that's mobile enough, handles it well enough, and a big enough target to create a problem for the Lakers press right now.
It was good anticipation by Fox right there. He just ran into a 7-foot guy with long arms jumping up in the air. That pass was too high.
Timberwolves have led by as many as 13. Lakers have led by as many as 6. Here's Garnett, 1 of 1 from the free throw line tonight, and gets it to drop. He's got the game high 32, coming off a 35-point performance in game 2 on Tuesday.
Well, Phil Jackson got Shaq off of the foul line and got him to get all the way back in the lane.
Mark Jackson has come in. Nesterovic is checked out.
Well, Jackson is very physical with Shaq anyway out there, but you know they're not going to call 3 seconds on him until the ball crosses the 8-second line right here.
Gigantic free throws by Garnett. 5-point game, half minute to play. Here comes Kobe Bryant. Right down the lane with the jam.
Still a 1-possession game. They don't have to foul right now. There's a 3.5 to 4 second difference on the shot clock.
Hudson trip and foul. Was it Fox? It was Fisher. Fisher is gone.
Robert Horry tried to get the foul on him. Ronnie Nunn wasn't going to go for it.
And but for Strickland's bad leg, you almost would think that he would be a better person in the game right now controlling the dribble than Hudson would at this time. But Strickland's been grimacing the whole game.
Well, without Fisher and his 23 points, and he continually hit the three-point jumper tonight, where would the Lakers be? 6 3-pointers nailed by Fisher, who fouls out. They bring in Devin George instead. And they got Hudson at the free throw line, and Hudson is a 90% free throw shooter, finishing the NBA regular season #4 league-wide.
And a lot of respect goes out to this young man and how he's playing and showed up in the playoffs and playing so aggressively against a team with the reputation of the Lakers.
Now, you don't want to let Kobe just catch and drive all the way down the basket again. You want to make him use a little bit of clock before they score and not give up any threes. But there's a lot of time left in this game.
Big free throws for the Timberwolves, who tonight have gone 15 of 16 from the line. Lakers, in contrast, have gone 13 of 24. We're on the brink of perhaps the biggest win in the history of the Timberwolves franchise in this playoff series with the defending champion Lakers. They lead by 5 with under 23 seconds to play.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a powerhouse with powerful names. John Deere, Toro, Honda, and Echo, all in one place. Powerful tools for mowing, blowing, edging, or just riding with the wind. It's a buyer's guide to show you how much power you need. The guaranteed low price every day to make every dollar work. It's the power to turn the outdoors into the great outdoors. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
The passage is intense. But if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
That has to do with the pressure that forces him out also.
Hudson hits it again! Troy Hudson beats the buzzer! Hudson for three. Right between the eyes for Troy Hudson. Coming off a career-high 37-point performance on Tuesday. Garnett, and this is for the lead. And Kevin Garnett. It has been that kind of night for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have shot well, over 50% for the game. And here is the guy that constructed this team, the ex-Boston Celtic great, one of the 50 all-time great players in the history of the game, Kevin McHale. Last road win in the playoffs, 99 at San Antonio, and we ended the last segment by saying this could be the biggest win in the history of this young franchise.
That's got to be so nerve-wracking sitting in the stands, not having any control over what happens right here.
Here's Kobe Bryant around the defending Sylvia. An incredible shot by Kobe Bryant. Can you believe it? It's a two-point game, and he's going to the free throw line.
They said there's a lot of time left in this game. A lot of things can happen. Don't leave your feet. I don't see any contact.
How did he have the courage to take that shot? Unbelievable. Off balance and an off night, and he brings the Lakers to within two with an improbable hit.
And no negative thoughts right now for Minnesota. You still have the lead. Make sure you get the rebound if he misses. You got great free throw shooters. You're still in control of this game with 17 seconds.
And a timeout for Minnesota. The crowd is on their feet. Kobe Bryant has got 28 and has authored a 12-point fourth quarter.
Unbelievable.
That was a riveting play.
Champions die hard. I'm still looking for the contact, not seeing the foul, but a big three-point shot regardless. Great play by Kobe.
Right, it was a huge free throw. It was a huge foul. You don't even want to put yourself in a position where the referee can even anticipate it on that play.
Oh, he's dying right now.
Oh.
They just be chewing that gum a little harder. These last 17 seconds are going to seem like a half hour. They got great free throw shooters, though. Garnett's just knocked down Troy Hudson. You've already said how good. Wally Serbiak, a great free throw shooter as well.
All right, let's talk some strategy now for Minnesota.
I got to get the ball into Serbiak or Hudson's hands, quite honestly. Find a way.
And Hudson is yelling to his teammates, we're up by one. And that's a good sign. They just got to take care of the inbound pass.
Peeler, timeout. Hudson fell, and that was the guy who was supposed to get the pass. No call was made, and a timeout taken.
Well, you know, now explain to me the contact between Hudson and Pargo there and Serbiak and Kobe at the other end.
There's a timeout in Minnesota, clinging to a one-point lead.
Introducing Intel Centrino mobile technology. The new wireless laptop technology designed to help you untangle, unburden and unwire your life.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silent.
The comforts of home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Accepted at home stores everywhere.
It happens, it happens. Therefore, I never leave a game now. That is drama.
It's tough to equal the drama of that shot by Kobe Bryant. A 4-point play that brings the three-time defending Los Angeles Lakers to within one. Minnesota led with 23 seconds to play, 101-96. All right, take us to that timeout by Minnesota.
Well, the most important man on the floor right now is Anthony Peeler. He's got to get the ball inbounds. He can't violate by moving, but he's got to get it to somebody. Somebody's got to receive it. Hudson can't afford the ball on the floor. Get the ball inbounds.
No fouls to give either way. And again, Peeler looking for someone. Finds Serbiak, but he stepped out of bounds. The defense by Rick Parks.
Troy Hudson was wide open. He's the best free throw shooter in the playoffs.
And that's what I was talking about. The inbounder is the most important person in a crucial situation like that.
But still, there's more contact on Wally Serbiak on that play than there was on the shot by Kobe. Right here, Peeler's not even looking at Troy Hudson. Right there, Fox had a hold of Serbiak's jersey, throwing him out balance.
Again, the inbounder becomes very significant. Watch Ori coming up, but he's got an agile Garnett on him.
Shot clock is off, 17.7 to play.
Kobe is the guy you want to put it in his hands if you can.
And Minnesota has no timeouts left if they do score here.
Kobe Bryant inside for the lead. And a foul. He'll go to the free throw line with 12.1 to play.
And they got to get organized right here. Hudson's got to get the team together. Tell them what they got planned. What sort of play they're going to run.
Nesterovic draws the foul, and he fouls out of the game for Minnesota.
I don't see any communication going on here. There's no talking going on for Minnesota.
Well, you're absolutely correct. And they've played too well right now to not understand that they can still win this ball game. They've got to be smart right now and keep their focus the way they have been doing in the last two series, last two games.
Bryant is 7 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. He's got a Laker high 28 points.
This is ridiculous. This is tragic what's happening right now.
He can tie it here.
You know, he short-armed the last one. He hit the front rim and barely creeped over the top right there. Just a little bit of a short arm on that shot.
Lakers horrible from the free throw line tonight. 14 of 26.
Now Minnesota's got to be feeling great right now. He'd probably make this free throw. You got 12 seconds. You'd make sure you take the last shot.
Bryant again. That ties it at 101.
The inbounder again is very important.
Knocked out of bounds, 11.7 seconds.
Now Pargo's got to make sure you don't create any silly fouls right here. Make them earn the basket.
Minnesota has no timeouts. It's Serbiak. Hudson. For the series lead. Overtime.
Why is the ball not in Kevin Garnett's hands, causing a double team? I didn't like the fact that there was no communication going on during the free throw, the whole possession. But obviously they wanted the high pick and roll, a play that has been very successful for them all year. They are organized, they know what they're running. Ori does a good job of faking and recovering. I'd much rather have Kevin Garnett's fadeaway jump shot than Troy Hudson's long bomb three, desperation.
Overtime in Los Angeles. for Minnesota and the Lakers.
Why do I work so hard?
There have been a lot of dramatic moments in the storied franchise history of the Los Angeles Lakers. We saw one towards the end of regulation, a 4-point play by Kobe Bryant. I was standing next to this man whose pulse was off the board. Magic, what was going through your mind as you're pacing all over it?
I was going crazy. I tell you, is this only the third game of this series? This is unbelievable. It's just two great teams going at it. And it's just great playoff basketball. Both teams really executed down the stretch. And I think we just, you know, we got lucky and made some breaks for ourselves and got back in the game.
Charles and Kenny want to get on the road during the Western Conference Finals. What are they missing here tonight?
Oh, they missing so much excitement. This place is going crazy. You got superstars on both teams making great plays, and this is what playoff basketball is all about. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be any place else than right here tonight. This is fantastic.
I'm with you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Craig, how much does Minnesota have left in the tank, though, after showing so much energy the entire game?
They got it. It's mental right now. It has nothing to do with the physical conditioning. I mean, these guys have just got to be mentally tough. They still have a great opportunity to win this game, and they have to believe it.
Well, and they've answered the cry. Every time the Lakers have made a run at them, they've come back, so it's no need to think that they won't do it right now. I'm really interested to see the Fargo being in here now.
Garnett is gone.
That's bad news.
Kevin Garnett just fouls out of the game for Minnesota.
And a great play by Robert Horry, drawing that contact, baiting Kevin Garnett into that foul. Horry did a great job of flopping, getting the call.
And Garnett's calling them together. He yelled at him, hey, come here.
Well, now that Garnett is gone, it's Serbiak, Hudson, Peeler, Gary Trent will come in, and Mark Jackson.
It's not a great way to start your overtime, but you know what? Let's see what Wally Serbiak, Troy Hudson, Anthony Peeler are made of right now.
It's Fox into Shaq, working on Mark Jackson. Rebound by Jackson. Derek Fisher is fouled out of the game for the Lakers.
Well, that's the thing. Not only is Garnett's offense, but he's probably the only legitimate shot blocker.
Timeout. Hudson was hemmed in and couldn't move. Now let's check that Timberwolves pulse without their superstar.
Why do men climb mountains? Because they can. And an Arctic Cat can climb mountains like no other ATV. Now you can own an Arctic Cat ATV for no money down, no payments, no interest for 6 months. And we'll add a $399 winch for only $69. Arctic Cat. More to go on.
The NBA playoffs on TNT. Brought to you by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Sprite. Obey your thirst. Intel Centrino Mobile Technology. Laptop technology designed to unwire your life. And John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Saturday on TNT, this is our playoff schedule. At 5 o'clock Eastern, New Jersey at Milwaukee. And early tonight, New Jersey, the defending Eastern Conference champions, got a game-winning shot by Rodney Rogers with 2 seconds left in regulation. That's followed by Game 3 at 7:30 Eastern, the 76ers and the New Orleans Hornets.
Now, if you don't want to guard somebody, here's what you do. Look at Garnett's got his hands on Robert, but he's not pushing Robert. Robert just decides to go flop and Kevin Garnett out of the game. That is absolutely awful basketball. That's a bad call.
You think so, do you?
What do you think?
I think Robert Horry is a very smart basketball player.
I know, but was it a foul?
Bit of pressure. Well, yes, it was a foul.
Oh, come on! How come you're giving me the thumbs up then?
He trapped you. He trapped you. Lured you into thinking he was going to say yes. I agree. All right, shot clock is at 7 after that Minnesota timeout. Hudson. Shot clock violation.
That is a great play by Pargo right there. Just frustrating. A little gnat all over Troy Hudson. Not a lot of ball movement, though. They're running strictly pick and rolls. Just good job to keep frustrating Troy.
Well, and it's a different kind of ball game now because Troy's ball handling ability as well as his shooting has got to be very significant now to be able to run this team under pressure, particularly without Garnett in the game.
Fox for 3. Rebound Peeler. Lassos the ball, shoved as he went down, and Pargo picks it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he's got 3. Again, Fisher is fouled out. Timberwolves have had 2 that have fouled out of the game. Kevin Garnett was 33 points and 14 rebounds, and Rasho Nesterovic 6 points and 8 rebounds tonight.
I look for Peeler to make a big shot. They need to get him involved. Serbiak hasn't had a lot of shot opportunities either.
On Jackson, Peeler is in trying to tap it in, and the wow, nice call there.
I feel it. The guy is a warrior, and he's tough. He's into this game. I can just see it in his body language. He is not tanked yet for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is into this game very much.
Pargo lasers one into Shaq. Ori. Pargo. There's some of the triangle with O'Neal. Another miss, and Jackson is there for Minnesota.
Well, they're getting good shots, too. They obviously are trying to go to Shaq. Jackson does a good job of keeping him off the boards after he takes a shot.
Los Angeles has started overtime 0-3. Peeler dishing to Serbiak. And back inside to Anthony Peeler, and the former Laker gets another basket inside. He's got 6. 2 straight in overtime, and Minnesota leads by 4. Kobe Bryant missing badly. Shaq doubled inside, rejected by Jackson in a foul.
Jackson's not happy with that foul right there, but Anthony Peeler, he's been out there on the court for over 30 minutes, only has 1 basket, 2 huge points in overtime, 2 baskets in overtime. And then he forces Kobe into a terrible shot.
Well, they definitely have to do a good job of keeping Shaq off of the boards. They've got guys, Trent and both Jackson are very physical players. Shaq probably will get the initial shot. If he doesn't make it, they are very capable of holding him off of the board.
Shaq at the free throw line tonight, 5 of 11, as you see Garnett, who is fouled out, watching his teammates build a 3-point lead right now.
Got to respect this Timberwolves team, though, right now. Garnett's on the bench. They could have been deflated because of the way the Lakers came back, but they're still competing hard.
Big free throws by Shaq. Lakers as a team, 17 of 29.
Run something for Peeler right here. Let's see a heat check.
Kobe is on Peeler. Trying to get his screen. Serbia shoves off, no call. Well, they didn't make the call. Yep, that was a shove off on Serbia.
Good call, Kevin, even the officials agree with you.
Well, Peeler's got to do a better job. He's running the pick and roll, but he's leaving so much space between the screen so Kobe can fight over the pick.
We've seen that all night long to fight this full court pressure by Minnesota, by the Lakers. And the long pass. Pargo fires it inside the shot.
Great play by Pargo right there. They're not respecting or honoring his three-point shot.
We're tied at 105 with 2.5 to play in overtime. Shaq has 26 points.
Tough to double Shaq right there in the middle of the paint.
Hudson for 3 in the lead. Rebound Anthony Peeler took it away from Kobe Bryant.
He's a warrior.
Well, I have to agree with you, Danny. He's doing all the significant and the insignificant parts of the game. Getting balls off the floor as well as tipping them back.
Oh, Serbiak and Fox, and a technical foul on Wally Serbiak. See if he threw an elbow in here.
Well, Wally has a tendency to get really frustrated with the holding. Fox puts a hand on his shirt a lot, but those elbows are too high. You can maybe get away with swatting the hand.
And it's the retaliation foul again. The official always sees the second foul. Fox is cute, so is Ori with that. They'll hold you and then they'll flop, and that's why they're experienced pros.
Fox picks up the personal foul. He's got 5, and the tee, is on Serbiak.
I actually talked with Rick Fox before game 2, and Rick Fox had asked him how he was going to defend Wally Serbiak, and he said that Wally Serbiak, when he gets really frustrated, starts swinging the elbows high. Rick Fox knew that, and with already a bloody nose, he was trying hard to protect that face.
29 for Kobe Bryant. Lakers have a 1-point lead with 1:59 to play in overtime.
It's easy to see the elbow. Sometimes, look at Wally's shirt. Sometimes it's hard to see the shirt being grabbed. Wally got pushed out of bounds on that crucial out-of-bounds play in regulation. Fox is a guy that uses his hands real well, and he's strong, and I'm sure Wally's very frustrated.
Well, Wally can't afford to get frustrated right now because Garnett's on the bench, and not as much as Peeler has stepped up. You got to look for Wally to become a part of this offense more than he has been.
Hudson. Serbiak. Rejected by Garnett. He swats it, foul throws deep inside the Staples Center.
Great play by Ori, great rotation. A lot of urgency on the Laker defense right now. But there's a little confusion out there without Kevin Garnett on the court. Who is going to step up for the Wolves?
We know who's stepping up for Los Angeles. Kobe Bryant and Robert Ori. Timeout Minnesota with 1:49 left in OT.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a lawn and garden powerhouse with powerful names like John Deere, Honda, Weber, and Char-Broil, and powerful ideas for patios, gardens, yards, and decks, all in one place. It's the guaranteed low price every day to make every dollar work, and the power to turn the outdoors into the great outdoors. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Little boy asks his neighbors why they're always working on their yard. Neighbor looks up. Nothing more relaxing. Nothing wrong with getting your hands dirty, she adds. Little boy's dad asks how they manage it all. Neighbor nods across the yard. Nothing runs like a deer. John Deere lawn and garden tractors. Durability, precision, versatility, and exclusive support for everyone who puts more into their yard and expects more out of their tractor.
What an exciting place. The capacity-filled Staples Center has been tonight here in downtown Los Angeles. Lakers were down by 5 with 23 seconds to play in overtime in regulation, and then came back in a 4-point play by Kobe Bryant, the key, then sent the game to OT. Right now the Lakers lead by 1. Here is the remaining schedule. We'll be with you on Tuesday in Minneapolis. Game 4 here Sunday on ABC.
They got Peeler taking it out of bounds again.
Well, and it becomes so crucial right now, particularly because the Lakers are denying the inbound passes.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson guarded by Shaquille O'Neal. And a shot clock violation. That is the third 24-second shot clock violation against Minnesota tonight.
And big Shaq Daddy got down in the defensive stance and would not allow Jackson go by him. Great defense by Shaq without fouling.
Kevin Garnett is fouled out of the game for Minnesota. Derek Fisher has fouled out for Los Angeles.
It's nothing more crucial than the inbound in these situations at both ends for both teams.
Kobe Bryant slithering inside. Lost it. Hudson. And a foul on Robert Ori.
Well, what I don't understand is when they threw the ball to Robert Ori and Kobe Bryant took off, they had 3-on-2 with 2 of the best players on the planet. Why didn't they attack the basket then? Terrible foul again. You got to respect the penalty. This is how they lost game 2, letting Troy Hudson be fouled at half court, and he's a 90% free throw shooter.
Hudson at the line, 4 for tonight, and ties the game at 106.
Well, and that was an ill-advised pass by Kobe. He got hung up in the air. He tried to throw it, tried to shuffle it off to Shaq, but it was too low because Shaq was putting his man.
Timberwolves with the lead. Full court pressure again.
Look at Peeler. He is working really hard, and he's not backing down from Kobe. He's held Kobe 10 for 26 shooting on the night. Again, I should say. Second night in a row. Kobe's had a horrible shooting percentage.
Cargo zigzags. Robert Horry for 3 in the lead. Rebound by Peeler. Minnesota by 1. And we're approaching a minute to play in overtime here in Los Angeles.
Very important possession right now for the T-Wolves.
Peeler has 3 overtime rebounds.
Robert Horry just did a very smart thing. Instead of having Shaq defend the pick and roll, he just switched off, and then they switched back again.
Hudson drives and puts up a runner and can't get it to go. Rebound Jackson, torn away inside by Kobe. It's Pogo at the other end against Serbiak. And a foul on Serbiak. That's number 5 on him.
You know, the interesting thing about that, Serbiak did everything he could to avoid that foul. He realized what Pago was getting ready to do.
I'm sorry, you guys. This is not a foul. Wally is jumping away. There's no contact.
Didn't touch him.
That's another horrible call. Garnett fouls out. Serbiak picks his 5th. The 5th on Garnett was not a foul.
And guess what? On that call, I agree with you.
You agreed on all of them so far. You're looking for a coaching job right now.
No, an officiating job.
Man, Pargo just tied the game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm inclined to agree with him, Kevin, on that call.
Yeah, I would agree too. And the Lakers have a 1-point lead. Bad pass saved by Trent.
Only got 8 seconds to get it across.
That's a new rule. There's Hudson.
Hudson's using a lot of energy to get that ball down. Now he's got 12 seconds to run the offense.
Hudson. This is for the lead. Rejected by Shaquille O'Neal.
Flip Saunders only has 1 timeout left.
Shot clock is at 3. And 26 seconds to play in overtime.
And therein lies the value of a player like Shaq. He can bail you out defensively and offensively.
Serbiak, Trent for the lead. And he was fouled as he took the shot by Los Angeles.
Great play right there. Great play by Trent, getting Kobe up in the air.
Kobe Bryant picks up his first foul of the game.
Robert Horry goes right by him. Pump fake right there. Kobe jumps in. You know,
finish the statement. Kobe did not touch him.
No, there was contact on the elbow, but I thought that Trent initiated the contact, but still Kobe left his feet.
Well, one thing for sure, the officials are consistent, Kevin.
Trent is a 59% free throw shooter and ties the game at 108.
What a big play right there. This is a huge free throw, obviously.
It's Kevin Garnett's girlfriend right there. Kevin is on the bench, fouled out.
Somebody in the box out to shoot it.
And it's a 1-point Minnesota lead. Minnesota has made 14 consecutive free throws. And they lead in overtime with 24 seconds to play.
How can that be a foul right there? I have no understanding.
Didn't touch him. Timeout.
Dinner, $30 on debit card. Two movie tickets, $20 on debit card. Ice cream, $10 on debit card. Leaving your cash at home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's debit MasterCard, accepted almost everywhere cash is.
know, the Lakers, they have to score, and you don't want to wait till the shot all the way down, in my opinion, Coach. A lot of coaches like to wait and play for the last shot so you don't get the other team a chance to retaliate. I think with the Lakers, they've got to play for the first good shot. Kobe or Shaq have got to touch it on this possession.
Definitely would agree, because if you don't get the first good shot, you want a second opportunity at it. You don't want to rush it, you don't want to force it, but you definitely don't want to burn the clock out at this point. Obviously, the first option would be to take a look at Shaq. Shaq or Bryant are going to take this shot.
This is interesting right here. They're going to use the whole court. They can move the ball up to the hash mark on the other side. But so maybe they do want to use more clock.
And also, the center fielder is now doubling on Shaq as opposed to trying to deny the guards. All Fox has to do is move out of the way, and it can be a lob.
They better watch out for Kobe. He does not like to pass in these situations.
Kobe Bryant inside and for the lead. Rebound by Jackson. And fouled with Minnesota leading by 1. The Lakers in overtime, 1 of 7 from the field. The foul's on Fox, and he is gone.
Well, good job right there. There's a little bit of contact on the elbow, the same that Kobe got Serbiak on the time before. I'm sorry, Gary Trent.
And the key to it was that Jackson made a great play in going to the offensive boards. He and Trent both are so physical in that they can, at least if they're not, don't have the length on Shaq, they're physical enough to hold him out a little bit and to fight the boards.
Big free throws right here by Jackson.
Jackson is 1 of 1. Minnesota is 19 of 20 as a team. Jackson, who has been huge in this series for the Timberwolves, has a great opportunity in front of him right now. And that makes it a 2-point lead with 11.6 to play.
The only blessing, if there can be a blessing with Kevin Garnett being out, is that you had bigger bodies on that offensive rebound under the boards that time for the T-Wolves.
3-point game timeout by Los Angeles. Now the Lakers have 1 left, and Minnesota has a timeout left in the game.
What about those free throws right there? Didn't even touch the net.
Timberwolves with a 3-point overtime lead. 11 seconds to play.
You can be fast, or you can be strong. Or you can find a way to be both. What's my thirst? Doing whatever it takes.
It's about that time.
What's yours?
It's about that time.
NBA TV presents the NBA playoffs in high definition. Experience NBA basketball like never before. It's so real you can touch it. Now, NBA TV comes to you in state-of-the-art high definition. You'll have to see it to believe it. Watch the world's greatest athletes, larger than life. The NBA playoffs in high definition, only on NBA TV. It's fantastic.
(111-108) Minnesota with a 3-point overtime lead, but we've been here before. With 23 seconds left in regulation, Minnesota led by 5. Then Kobe got a 4-point play. But since that time, Kevin Garnett, who fouled out of the game, has seen teammates Peeler, Hudson, Jackson, and Trent pull up the slack and build a 3-point advantage with just under 12 seconds to play.
You don't have to get a 3 here. You still have 1 timeout left. If you can get a quick 2, that's fine. If they could throw the ball directly to Shaq for the dunk. But if Shaq catches the ball right here, you gotta foul him.
Better watch out for George, the inbounder, though, because Serbiak is way back in the lane.
Timeout. That's the last timeout by Los Angeles.
Well, now that puts a little bit different spin on it, because now they have no timeouts. And if you use too much clock right here, you don't have a chance to advance the ball when if you have to foul to get the ball back.
20-second timeout, Los Angeles. As you can see, no fouls to give. 10 of 25, Los Angeles shooting 3-point shots tonight. Wolves have led by as many as 13. Lakers have led by as many as 6. The series is tied at 1 apiece. Yep, that's what they want, Jack. They'd like a 3 to tie it. 4 lead changes in the final 2 minutes of overtime. And the winner tonight takes a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 Western Conference first-round series.
You know, I know we talk about the little things that win games right there, but that forcing the Lakers to use that timeout right there. Anthony Peeler would not let Kobe Bryant catch the ball. That in itself is a big play, getting rid of that timeout.
Watch Devin George. He's wide open.
And a foul before Horry could launch the shot.
Great play, great strategy. You do not want to let them get a three-point shot. When Shaq catches it out there, good foul, good strategy by Flip Saunders. Great execution, too.
Mark Jackson picks it up, Danny, and this will be Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line. 6 of 12 tonight. Lakers have missed 12 free throws on the evening, 20 of 32.
And why that is a good play, because Minnesota has a great free throw shooting team if Shaq does make both of these. Plus you take Shaq off of the lane where he can't get that offensive rebound.
But if he makes this, another thing that has to happen is Minnesota has to be able to get it inbounds. They've got to get it to someone.
But they have a timeout remaining, and they can advance the ball to half court.
Los Angeles in overtime from the line, 6 of 6, but they clank one there from Shaq. And off of Los Angeles, it goes to Minnesota with 8 and 9/10 seconds remaining in the game in overtime.
Got to get the ball to Troy Hudson and Wally Serbiak. They got to work hard to get a catch.
It's Trent. Jackson fouled immediately by Horry. Oh, and Jackson took a headbutt from Robert Horry. And Horry's got 3 and 7.3 seconds remaining in overtime.
That's to make the free throws a little more blurry.
Yeah.
You know, put some...
Otto Jackson was awful good looking at the free throw line just seconds ago for Minnesota.
Didn't even ripple the net.
No.
Well, and he's done a heck of a job doing a lot of the intangible things, and then a heck of a job. Don't underestimate the significance of getting open to get that ball.
Minnesota, like Los Angeles moments ago, 6 of 6 in overtime free throw shooting.
Now, if Jackson makes both of them, then they have the game under control. Game is over. If Jackson only makes one, if he misses this shot now, I like the same thing. As they come across half court, I like fouling, especially if they throw it long to Shaq, as he said not.
Jackson has hit 4 consecutive free throws. He's got 12 points for the game.
This is huge. This is a ball game right here.
Oh, rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Foul him. Don't let him shoot it.
For the tie. Rebound Shaq knocked away in 2.6 remaining.
How can you let Kobe get a good-looking shot like that in that circumstance?
Ooh, a real good look.
I would have tackled him right here at half court. A good job of contesting, but right here, you got to run at him and foul him. You cannot let him come right up to the line and elevate and get a good look like that.
Was he even touched?
Wasn't even touched. Kevin was yelling foul, foul, foul.
So here's Shaq again at the free throw line.
Now Shaq has to miss. Oh, he has to miss for sure now. They got to miss it and tip it out for a 3 is their only hope.
And a box out is very important right now. And it's going to be a physical, possession right here.
Shaq tried to miss it. That's amazing. Tried to make it, made it, missed it, tried to miss it, made it.
Gary Trent picked up the foul on Shaq away from the ball. 2.6 on the overtime clock. Minnesota by 2. And the Timberwolves burned their last timeout.
The Timberwolves, all they have to do to win this game is inbound it.
Get it in.
Get it into anybody.
Timberwolves are 2.5 seconds away from the biggest win, perhaps, in the history of their franchise.
Introduce yourself to Bacardi Silver 03 Premium Malt Beverage. As much fun as you can have with orange.
2.6 to play in overtime with the Minnesota Timberwolves leading 112 to 110.
Well, and if the Timberwolves win this game, and then obviously they're in great position to do so, the most significant thing is they take back the home court advantage.
Oh, man, is he feeling good right now. Mikhail, he was sick when Kobe hit that 4-point play.
He's going to be sick if they can't inbound this ball right now.
They'll inbound it.
And doing it without Kevin Garnett in overtime for the majority of overtime. Well, we led this broadcast talking about drama. You want drama? The 3-time defending champs fall behind in a series to the 4-seed Timberwolves. Some serious doubt may start to creep inside the psyche of Los Angeles.
No timeouts left either.
Gill will inbound.
Oh, way too easy. Way too easy.
And a foul.
Bad communication on the switch between Pargo and Robert Horry.
That's 4 on Robert Horry. Hudson, a 90% free throw shooter, will be at the stripe, and tonight he is a perfect 6 of 6.
What a great series this kid's had, though. 37 last night, 25 points again tonight, creating all sorts of problems. This guy wasn't even their first choice they signed in free agency.
Well, and you think about the other guys, too, they've supported, you know, Zerbiak or Garnett. And Peel has done a great job. Hudson's done a great job. Jackson's come off the floor. I'm off of the bench and done a superb job here at the end of the game.
And that's the dagger right there. It's a 4-point Minnesota lead. And Shaq rebounded by Gill, and Minnesota has just authored their most important win in franchise history. And they've won 2 straight over the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers to take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 Western Conference first-round series. And they regain home court advantage in the series with Los Angeles.
And that's extremely significant in this. Next game will indeed be crucial.
Let's go over to Craig Sager with our Gatorade Player of the Game.
Well, Kevin, a picture's worth 1,000 words. We saw the anguish on your face, but in your words, what was going through your mind after you picked up the foul and sitting there in the overtime?
You know, I tell you what, yeah, I didn't even know I had 5 fouls. It was so crazy. I came to the side. They called the 6. I was like, oh, my God, I can't even believe this. And on top of it, I thought it was a flop. You know, I didn't even touch them. You know, I know how to foul, but it don't matter. We 2-1 right now. Charles, we 2-1 right now. You know what that means. We 2-1 right now, Charles. What up, Kenny?
The belief in your teammates, particularly the job Anthony Peeler did. Anthony, we talked about your defensive stopper on Kobe in Game 2. There's a time in this game, Kevin's gone. Danny Ainge says, I look for Anthony Peeler to step up. What did you decide you had to do?
Once the big ticket went out, I knew I was the oldest one now on the team left on the court, and I just had to play through him. I know he wasn't out there, but I just had his energy, and that's the main thing that I had to go out there and prove to everybody.
I was carrying this around.
Yo, we like your suit, man. We like your
wants
suit.
to beat former team. What do you think the headlines will read tomorrow?
Oh, it's all about us. We just got to keep bringing energy. It's not over yet, but we got to make sure we keep bringing energy.
We asked you earlier, you lose the first game. People say nobody believes they can win. They said not even your mothers and not even your fathers. What was the belief here tonight when you guys fell behind in that fourth quarter? You had not scored in 14 minutes. Suddenly 8 points down the stretch.
It doesn't matter. You know, it's what you do in the fourth quarter. And yeah, I missed some shots, but we're like you in this suit right now, your outfit. We got so much belief in ourselves that it doesn't matter what nobody else thinks. We're coming out showing it.
You don't listen to Charles at all, do you? He makes fun of my clothes, too.
Nah, Charles my man, but he know how I go.
All right, congratulations, guys. Let's go back to Kevin.
Spectacular win. The Timberwolves